Nubreed, global truth.
They working against us. They hate our souls. They hate us. They hate our righteous indignation. They hate the exhortation that dwells in us. They hate our well. They hate our conviction. They hate the fact that we repented. They hate the fact that we're truthful, honest, and bold. They hate our courage. Them devils hate us. We're not finna line ourselves up with these weirdos and freaks. With these weirdos and freaks. They working against us. They hate our souls. Weirdos and freaks. But these weirdos and freaks, they working against us. They hate our souls. Nubreed.
Ephesians 6:10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, and in the power of his might put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all, to stand. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, and take the helmet of salvation, and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints.
I can still remember this dude's name because I sliced him up pretty good with a razor. Like I said, I've done some things I'm not too proud of. I've done some things. Let's just say my choice of weapon was always knives, right? Knives. I like knives, right?
What's going on, everybody? It's your brother Nubreed coming through with another live stream. Peace and blessings to the chat. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I want to let this be known right off the bat that this particular live stream is not about beef. It's not about contention. It's not about going back and forth. This particular live stream is a paper trail, and it's a full exoneration of a slew of horrendous lies that have been told on me. Lies that can jeopardize my family. Lies that can jeopardize my life. And these hideous, erroneous tales that are being told from the camp of RingoTV reactions are deadly. fatal. And this is far past internet back and forth. I want this individual to leave me alone. But some of the things that have been put out online, it is more than necessary that I clear my name. Ladies and gentlemen, if it was up to me, I would not be addressing these things. But they must be addressed because it's a matter of life and death. And I want to make this clear. The type of creator I am, I don't mind other creators criticizing me at all. But when you try to get my home rated under false pretenses, when there's other creators echoing the same dangerous rhetoric, and there's people that are really plotting to line me up, ladies and gentlemen, this individual is trying to take me out. All right. He's trying to take me out. Now, what I'm about to do is I'm going to play some videos, right? And I want y'all to sit tight. Please hear out the whole matter of what you're about to hear, and I will slow cook it and I will break it down once you hear everything. I'm not going to interrupt this whatsoever, because right now what you're going to be seeing is I'm actually building the case so you can understand what's really happening right now. All right. Now, of course, no weapon formed against us will prosper. And you can expect that I'm going to stand against evil. I'm going to stand bold, and we're going to expose this wickedness, right? This is not about arguing. This is not about any of that. There has been lines that have been crossed past any of that. So let's be very clear that this is about having a paper trail, clearing my name, right? Now, I want y'all to definitely hear this out here.
Support none of those black savages. Black savages get caught and rot in prison. You're a disgrace. All those black businesses that might be out there should be boycotted. Nobody should support none of those businesses. You get hated by these black savages. Think about how many black savages are in my live chat right now. Complete savages, full of hate, full of the devil. Think about how many black savages are in my live chat right now. Because of black savages. Because of groups of militant men and women who decide to beat and terrorize the city. And these black savages are always projecting onto me what they don't do. The black savages are the ones celebrating it. All throughout this live stream, I've been giving basically a couple of black savages from the ghetto, a couple of FBA savages, I should say, walked into the convenience store and black savages to attack, strip, and beat a white man to a pulp. Stories with the black savages and what the black community is doing. What it says to the FBA community is you guys don't have no time to be talking about white supremacy. You're supposed to be talking about the issues that's going on in your community. And it's disgusting. Social media, all I see is animals. Animals. Disgusting humans that just side with wicked. They're savages. They're animals. A bunch of damn animals and savages stomping, beating women, and kicking savages and animals around me. Come savages and animals. That is who you always was. You didn't just do that. That act like animals. I don't know about you, but I don't want to live around them. Because those are demons. I don't want to be around no drug-infested community. I don't want to be around no Pookie and Ray. Black folk love living around black people that are toxic. I want to know, because I don't like living around them. I do not like living around toxic ninjas that act like animals. I don't know about you, but I don't want to live around them. Because those are demons.
Ask this man to shoot a fade.
And I ask you to come to my house. Since you want to talk all of this stuff online, being gangster, come to my door with violence. Come to North Carolina with that heat. Come to the Carolinas with all that violence, all that stuff about shooting fade. Come to my door and see what happened to you. I'm not out here to waste my damn time fighting to get arrested and end up in a damn prison cell for some damn bull crap. But if you come to my door with any sort of violence, you're going to be dealt with. That's what I'm telling you. So if you really about that life, you would stand on business. But you not. This dude know where I live. So all that talk he talking, all he got to do is just pull up and run up on me. You run up on me, you going in a box. I'm telling you, straight up. And then I'm going to do a video about it. I'm not here playing games. You talking about, oh, I challenge him to a fade. If you got a problem, you come see me. You come run up on me. Run up on me. When I'm at my house or with my family out and about in the street, you going in a box. Trust me. That's where you going. And guess what? Once you get put in that box, the law is going to be on my side. So if you really want to risk it all, if you really want to really risk it all because you want to prove something to somebody, then you pull up on a man when he's with his family. Pull up on a man when he's with his family and see what happens to you. In the South, they don't play. And I've been here long enough to understand how people move. So all that talk you talking over there, it's just a bunch of hair saying words. You're just entertaining your audience.
Like, let's get in a ring. Let's fight. Let's box. I have no reason to have to sneak diss somebody that I want to shoot a fade with and offer them that. So don't try to make it seem like I'm being cowardly.
Think about what this dude is doing, fam. This dude is over there talking about boxing, talking about this nonsense. I told this dude I'm not playing with him. You know where I live, dog. I'm not hiding nowhere. I already told you what it's going to be like. I already told you the end of what it's going to be like. And guess what? The law is on my side. That's all I'm focused on. I'm focusing on how I'm going to be protected by the law so that when you get put in a box, I didn't do no wrong. I didn't break no laws. I never made no threats. So all that talk you talking, all these threats, all this boxing stuff, stop talking all of that nonsense. I'm not going to entertain the audience. Oh, you're a coward. You don't want to step in the ring. Dude know where I live, fam. He know where I live. He know exactly where I live. Do I sound like a coward? You know where I live. I already told you what it is. If you really about all that stuff you saying and you want to really crash out, you go ahead and do that and see what happens. Sign for that package and see what comes next, because it'll be big YouTube news. You will be in a box and I'll be making content because I'm not playing games. I got to protect my family. You understand? And according to the laws of the land, especially in North Carolina, if you come around anybody with any sort of nonsense, anything like that, they have a right to protect themselves. I'm not here to play games with this dude because, you know, that's the way we could stop the violence. Get the fuck out of here, bro. What are you insane, dog? After the disrespect, you bugging, bro. There is nothing charity about this. You know what I mean? There is nothing charity about this. This is not no good event. This is nothing. If I was to put hands on this dude, it's not going to be a charity event. You understand? It's going to be rage. You understand? I need to make that very clear. This is not about no charity. This is not about none of that stuff. This is about rage and anger. So I'm doing my best to just stay calm, cool, collected, because I already know what I'm capable of. But you people out there that keep instigating that nonsense, you're going to cause somebody to end up losing their life, not being able to see their kids, or end up in the fucking penitentiary. You know what I mean? And this just goes to show a lot of you ninjas are not really mature men, and you really don't got nothing to lose. I got a lot to lose. He don't. He's a known felon. You know what I mean? He has a criminal record. He done dirt. So he's a felon. I'm not. I'm smarter than him. But one thing I do know is I got legal rights based on the Second Amendment and based on my rights here in North Carolina. To put somebody in a fucking box, I got legal right. And I know that and understand my rights. But one thing I'm not going to do is put myself in a situation where I'm going to end up hurting somebody and then end up in prison. You see what I mean? Ain't going to be no fair fight. So if there were a fight, ain't going to be a fair fight. It's going to be damn near brutality. So to all you people that are entertained, go over there and tell him that. Tell him that. And make sure while you telling him, you tell him if you got a problem with this dude, come to his house. Come to his door with that type of noise and see what happened. Because what I'm trying to do is shut down all the entertainment online. Shut down all the entertainment online. All that nonsense. Oh, he a coward. He a this. He a coward. He a coward. He a coward. And all of you dudes that are jumping on the bandwagon, you need to basically focus on your own life and stop getting involved in stuff that don't pertain to you. Because a lot of you, based on what I'm seeing, don't really got nothing to live for. And that's why you're basically crashing out on social media. So to everybody thinking there's going to be did Ringo, answer the so-called fight? Is he going to join this? He going to join that? Ringo is not with none of this bullshit. Right? So keep being entertained. And like I said, how many of you willing to pay for tickets to see a funeral? That's when it gets serious. That's when it gets serious because you realize the type of temperature I'm on right now. I'm not playing a game. I'm about protecting my family right now because I got too much snakes on social media plotting and making threats. So the first one of y'all that pull up going in a box, straight up. And I welcome that. You know, ain't gonna be no fights. Ain't gonna be no putting on no gloves. Ain't gonna be none of that. So I need that to register in your mind. I always had a temper. I always was the type of dude that get angry very fast, respond based on emotion, and I always get myself in trouble. I remember even when I was a teenager, I always had a temper. I always was the type of dude that get angry very fast, respond based on emotion, and I always get myself in trouble. I remember even when I was a teenager, I can still remember this dude's name because I sliced him up pretty good with a razor. Like I said, I've done some things I'm not too proud of. I've done some things. Let's just say my choice of weapon was always knives, right? Knives. I like knives, right? I've used knives. I've used razors. This one particular dude, the reason why I remember him very well is because I did a number on his face with a razor. And it was because of a situation that I got pretty pissed. Dude punched me in my face so hard, bro. Over something petty. And once he did that, the razors came out. And he got dealt with. It is what it is. You know what I mean? And it was not a joke, man. It is not a joke, bro. But that punch that he gave me, bro, the stars that I seen, the lights. You know, bro, when somebody punch you in your face off guard and you didn't see it coming, it's like you feel like your whole face got hit with a stick, bro. Like how it felt, and I was stunned for a minute. And I'm looking around, it's like, yo, so-and-so did it. And I looked at that dude, bro. Next minute, he bleeding, bro. He bleeding. Everybody tried to make me out to be the bad guy, bro. Nah, you did what you did, bro. You paid the price. Just that simple. Don't F around with me, bro. So I always had a temper. I always walked around with knives ready to stab folk. And I remember, like I said, when I got around, See, I thought I was a big bad guy. I thought I was a bad kid. I thought I was this and that until I met other bad guys. See, I met other bad guys too. Guys that were badder than me. And the difference between these bad guys is they could have took me out. I remember there's one bad guy that I met up with. We had a situation and I thought I had the upper hand. He had a gun. And what's crazy is he could have took me out. And he looked at me and he said, you know, so funny. We use that saying till today. Don't bring this to a gunfight. Well, I thought he had no weapon. He had a gun and he could have took me out and he spared me. And he told me, he said, stop trying to act like you a tough guy because you got those knives. He said, we got guns now. And that's when I realized the world is changing. Because most Puerto Ricans, Panamanians, anybody that's Spanish speaking always had knives and razors on them. They had guns too, but I didn't want to go to jail. You know what I mean? I mean, you could still get arrested for the knife if it was more than 4 inches. I had cops pull up and take my knives from me, but I never got arrested for it. You know what I mean? So when I was spared by that dude, I knew God was with me. I'm like, this dude could have took me out. Me and him was literally going at it. I pull out knives to take him out. He pulled out a gun. And that's when I knew this knife wasn't going to do it no more. You can't bring a knife. You can have a knife on you, but if somebody got a gun, they got the upper hand. At that point, I'm like, bro, you got it. And he could have took me out, and he didn't. He didn't. What he gave me was a word. He told me, you know, literally, this, you think you a tough guy because you got those knives. We use guns now. You better chill, shorty. That's what he told me. He was older than me. And the pure fact that he could have took me out, it showed me that he had mercy. So through those little things, it made me slow down. And I asked you to come to my house. This dude know where I live. All he got to do is just pull up and run up on me. You run up on me, you going in a box. I'm telling you, straight up. And then I'm going to do a video about it. And like I said, how many of you willing to pay for tickets to see a funeral?
My, oh my, oh my. We got a lot to unpack here. I want everybody to put a 1 in the chat if my audio is coming through crystal clear. The hypocrisy with this individual is uncanny. Okay, great. We're sounding good. All right. Now, it's time to get into it. Now, I'm going to react to some of what he said play by play. Don't y'all worry about it. And, you know, although this is a very serious situation, y'all want to stick around for the full stream because I'm going to roast that boy. Oh, it's going to become a barbecue. Better believe it's going to become a cook session a little bit later on. Right? Make no mistake about it. We're going to get there. But first and foremost, we got to lay out the facts. And I got to let y'all understand why I'm doing this video, why I'm doing this live stream. This same individual has made some very horrendous accusations towards myself. A lot of projection was going on. And we're going to visit those videos. He's accused me of starting a terror cell to quote unquote kill white people. Something I never said. And we're going to go to all the video footage. We're going to jump right into it. We ain't going to waste too much time. He said that I was a felon, which is a lie, a convicted felon who is in possession of illegal firearms, which is a lie. He has incentivized or incited his audience to SWAT or raid my home. And we know people die in those raids, you know, like people like Breonna Taylor, and a whole list of others, right? We have so much on this individual, so many things that he has said, right, that are inflammatory. And we're going to get into some of the hypocrisy. Now, keep in mind, this is the same individual who said Carmelo Anthony should be thrown in prison, locked away. He even said that Carmelo should be shanked up in prison, but it seems like he was Carmelo. He was the one carrying a blade and all of that, but we're going to get to all of that. We're going to get to all of that. He got a second chance at life, but he doesn't want anybody else to. But I don't want to divert. I don't want to digress. We will get there. It's just so much hypocrisy all at once, right? Now, what I'm going to get into is what lies this man told on me, because as I said at the beginning of this stream, this is not about beef for me. This is about completely exonerating my name against horrendous rumors. He's echo chambered his rumors to another content creator that has accused me of harming some female that I never met and have no association with. And these are criminal accusations. So as I'm building my online paper trail, y'all got to understand that there's criminal charges that have been levied on me online in a coordinated smear campaign to destroy Nubreed Global Truth. The lies that are being spread put my family at risk, and it's a must that I address this. Right? Now, I'm going to go to a video that was recently done, published by RingoTV Reactions, and it's quite troubling. Some of the erroneous claims that he made, right? Now, we're going to start off here. This is where it starts. He made a video called YouTuber Threatens to Unalive People for Parking Next to Him, which, for the record, I didn't threaten anyone. Didn't even really look over there. Didn't say anything to anyone. None of that. And y'all going to see the proper context of these sensational titles that he's putting up. Now, in this video, he accuses me of being a felon, which is untrue, as well as in possession of illegal firearms. But here, I'm going to play this.
He's talking about some white guy that plotted to take out 30,000 blacks, but he's in a parking lot, a public parking lot. And he's so paranoid that he's saying, you don't want me to reach in this glove box. So basically, this YouTuber is threatening to kill people for just parking next to him.
Now, this is a lie. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this person wants me lined up. All right. Now, secondly, I didn't threaten anyone. I was surrounded by 2 white vans, and a subscriber in the comment section said, yo, them vans they're surrounding you. It was a van on the other side as well. And they said, are you okay? And my response was, yeah, I'm good. I looked around and said, yeah, they don't want me to go in my glove box. That's not me threatening anyone. That's me standing my ground. It's called the Second Amendment. I don't know if y'all have heard of the phrase, don't tread on me. It's most famously associated with the Gadsden flag, which you see people running around with all the time. It's a bold statement that if anybody is up to any foul play, I am prepared to defend myself. It's connected to the Second Amendment. It's not against the law. Only to these fake wannabe federal informants, these tethers, and these people who hate foundational Black Americans. They believe it's against the law for us to defend ourselves. So he went for an extreme reach here in order to make it seem as if I'm a public threat. So I guess everybody running around with the Gaston flag on after the American Revolution, I guess everybody that got that flag, I guess they're pretty much threatening people. That's not how self-defense works. That's not how self-defense works. So what you have here is an individual who is meticulously defaming and manipulating his audience, right? But anyway, let's continue. And I meant to say defaming me while manipulating his audience, but let's continue.
In 4K, we're seeing this. Where's the feds when you need them? And again, he
said, where's the feds when you need them? See, this is what they want to do. They want the feds to kick down our door. This guy wants my kids to get hit with flash grenades. He wants, the feds to do a no-knock warrant and put me down like they did Breonna Taylor. He wants to see me in a box. Admittedly, he wants to see me in a box. Why? Because of a personal vendetta. I just want this individual to leave me alone. That's it. Leave me alone. Let's go.
Is a felon. He's not supposed to have no gun.
Now, that's a lie. Now, if he would have said, I believe him to be a suspected felon, he could have got away with saying that. But when you get on the internet and claim somebody is a felon in possession of illegal firearms, you have put a target on that person's back to have a potentially dangerous run-in with law enforcement. This is an assassination attempt through proxy, right? That's what's happening right now. This person is trying to assassinate me. Now, this person already displayed themselves as being violent, being, doing damage. I don't know what this person is capable of. This person wants me dead. All right, let's continue.
So the feds need to be on to this particular YouTuber because ain't no telling what he possibly have done or what he planning on doing.
Well, one thing is for sure and two things for certain. I haven't put blades to somebody's face, and I wasn't running around with knives cutting people, being pulled over by police on multiple occasions because you was out here acting like Jason Voorhees, running around slicing and dicing people. Anyway, let's go.
Anybody that would be in a vehicle saying this on camera, live.
Zero helps me take my business anywhere I want.
Gotta be crazy. The man literally said, you don't want me to reach, and nobody did nothing to him.
Now, y'all hear he says, I gotta be crazy and all of this. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna just put it out here. When you see white vans pulling up with 5% tents, everybody should be alert. If you seeing white vans surrounding you with 5% tents, everybody should be alert, especially in this day and age where trafficking is no joke, where people are getting snatched up left and right. You should be on point, alert, and game tight. Be aware of your surroundings. And the irony of this guy calling me crazy. Meant to hit this one, though.
I can still remember this dude's name because I sliced him up pretty good with a razor. Like I said, I've done some things I'm not too proud of. I've done some things. Let's just say my choice of weapon was always knives, right? Knives. I like knives, right?
So you got, Slasher over here. No wonder he liked to wear Jason Voorhees mask. He running around here like a serial killer. He running around here on his Jeffrey Dahmer. But he's calling me crazy for, protecting myself. And this is the thing. I never looked towards that van. I never intimidated anybody. You didn't see me brandish a weapon. None of that. You didn't see me do any of that. You just seen me aware while I was streaming live. And I was responding to a subscriber who asked me, bro, you all right? I see them vans surrounding you. Never even spoke to those people at all.
But he was threatening to reach in the glove compartment to pull out a gun, which is illegal. Let's go.
Don't want me reaching for this glove box.
Wow. Listen again.
And that was the second van pulling up. I seen these vans pulling up, and I'm saying they don't want me reaching. Just like people walk around with "Don't tread on me" flags. Don't tread on me. Don't tread on me. You understand? So I adhere to the Second Amendment. Matter of fact, let's be clear about the Second Amendment real quick, right? This is for educational purposes. What is the Second Amendment exactly? What is it? Meaning and context, historically, the Second Amendment to the United States Constitution reads, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. What do you think the NRA is all about? Far as this guy knows, me working in the firearms industry for 5 years in manufacturing and in distribution, I can be an NRA member. It says well-regulated militia in the 18th century. This referred to ordinary citizens trained and prepared to defend their communities and country, not just a professional standing army, necessary to the security of a free state. That means if I'm on my own private land, if I'm in my community and someone poses a threat, I have a right to secure my home base. I have a right to secure my home base. See, FBAs, you got these raccoons trying to convince y'all that y'all don't have the right to defend yourselves because they want us to get our heads dashed across the stones. No, we're not doing none of that. Yeah, as long as you're not brandishing a weapon, as long as I'm not approaching anyone or threatening anyone, I've done nothing wrong at all. Let's go.
Look how he's looking at everybody. Suspicious.
Yeah, that's called a person being on point. That's called a person being on point. Now, of course, there's been so much more said, and I'm going to go to some of these things that were said. I'm going to play a little bit more of this uninterrupted, and we'll get to it.
Paranoid. This is the same guy who's telling everybody about race wars.
They don't want me reaching for this glove box.
Wow.
Yeah, the NPCs deployed, and then he pulled over there to do what? To pull right out?
First of all,
they probably did that because they see me giving them the damn eagle eye. They probably said, oh, let me pull off. He's on point. He's paying attention to his surroundings. They could have been up to something nefarious. Those vans didn't even have tags on them. But anyway, anybody who knows about a certain program, y'all know what type of things happen. I'll leave it at that.
What you don't understand is, because see, this guy, when you're this paranoid and crazy, what actually happened was the van that you see there, right? The guy jumped out of that van, and walked to the side while the other guy that pulled in.
That's a lie. He wasn't there. He has no proof, video proof of any of that happening. This is what I'm talking about. Nobody got out of the van. He just pulled up and pulled off. He just made up a whole scenario that didn't happen as if he was out there. And see, these are the type of just erroneous things that he's putting out. I mean, just lying.
And they end up taking his vehicle. You ever?
No, they didn't. Nobody got out that vehicle. There was still somebody in that vehicle next to me. They literally pulled up and then pulled out in seconds.
Been in a situation where you park your car and you jump in your partner's vehicle to go do a job, but you left your car right there in the parking lot.
Anyway, but you can see how nonsensical this is going into. But in this same video, he's saying, look, we got to do something about this guy. We need the feds to go to his house, right? Now, I want to share with you another video. Now, this one is extremely inflammatory. Some of the things he said here, man, you see how much hatred they have. You see that they really want me lined up. They want a situation that can just be fatal, right? Hold on, let me get this other video for y'all. Let's stop that one. You can already see he's going nowhere fast with that, right? This one right here. Now, this is a recent video. Now, the irony of this is this individual makes a video. It says, exposed. Nubreed, Global Truth, twisted Jesus' words to justify violence. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this man went in for approximately 3 hours butchering the scriptures. I mean, he butchered them. But he said some troubling, very inflammatory things during his live. And I mean, and for all of the biblical believers, I mean, goodness. In Luke, what scripture is it? Luke 22:36, where Christ says, sell your cloak to buy a sword. And the disciple said, behold, here is 2 swords. This individual asserted things into the Bible. I mean, the way he flipped, molded, manipulated, destroyed the scriptures. He claims that it was a miracle. He's the only person who ever said this in history, that it was a miracle that Christ made 2 swords appear. Even though right there in the scriptures, it says the disciples said, behold, here is 2 swords, meaning they already had the swords with them. That means they were already prepared. And then he skips on to go to Peter when Peter cut off the policeman's ear for trying to arrest Christ. And Christ said, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. Now, we don't encourage anyone to go attacking police officers. But if it's a random perpetrator, a random assailant that's trying to cause you harm, you have the right to defend yourself. Christ believed in the right to defend yourself. He the one told the disciples to sell your cloak to buy a sword. And the disciple says, look, I got 2 of them. I got 2 swords. So he butchered, I mean, he absolutely mutilated the scriptures. I mean, he mutilated them to fit his narrative. Why? Because he only goes into the Bible to try to weaponize it against people. So he lied on Christ. He lied on Christ in order to try to hurt me, right? Yeah, Christ did not make any swords appear. He's the only one who made that doctrine because he gets these divine revelations out of nowhere, right? And the last divine revelation we heard is when he said, if you have a half brother and half sister, y'all can marry and y'all can date and elope. Now, I want y'all to hear some of the things that he had to say in this so y'all can see the pattern of hatred. Trying to get me shut down by feds, trying to get me shut down for good, permanently shut down, killed, assassinated. Listen to this.
Are you hearing that? Now, keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, we're not talking about basic security protection. We're not talking about you being a Second Amendment gun owner, you in your house.
No, that's exactly what we're talking about. That's exactly what we're talking about. We're talking about practicing the Second Amendment, being a gun owner, and protecting yourself. That's exactly what we're talking about. Against any foreign or domestic threats.
House, you're protecting your person, you're in the street. We're not talking about that.
Yeah, we are. We don't know what the hell you talking about. Nah, he turns this into something way off. Watch this, y'all. Let's play. I ain't gonna interrupt too much because we got a lot to do, man. Hey, put a 1 in the chat if y'all ready for the roast. Because I'm right now, I'm just going through the details and the facts. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all ready for one of the most epic roast sessions that y'all gonna hear in YouTube history. This one's going to be for the ages because I still have my personality and my sense of humor, even though I'm going through what I'm going through with these damn gang stalkers, these perps that's coordinating these attacks online. I'm going to toast this kid. I mean, it's going to get funny at the end. I'm telling you, when I go react to some of the things that were said, y'all going to enjoy yourselves. Because I'm still going to be me, even when all this evil is rising up against. I'm still going to be me. But nonetheless, let's go.
We're not talking about the laws of the land in terms of protecting your family. We're talking about a YouTuber who used Jesus Christ. And the fact that he was in the scriptures talking about one thing, and he twisted that to imply that we need our guns and our swords so that we could be violent against white people, similar to the people in the Cincinnati situation. In other words, once we saw those people coming, we're supposed to pull out our guns and kill them.
Where the hell he get that assertion from? Now, mind you, in the video he's reacting to, I said no such thing. Brothers and sisters, I ain't said nothing close to that. And he's going to play the conversation. And I don't know what kind of witchcraft and magic he got over his little audience, you know, the 200 people who sit in his streams and watch this. I don't know what kind of spell work he's doing on them, but literally, he put words in people's mouths and he just run with it. And they don't never catch it. It's like they're under a strong delusion. Watch this.
That's what he's doing. So don't get it twisted. As if though I'm saying that as a man, as a woman, you cannot bear arms, or you can't be a gun owner, or you can't defend your family. That's not what I'm saying. You understand? That's not what the topic is about. It's about a man that took the words of Jesus Christ and he twisted those words to justify violence.
Never did that. Literally, we talked about self-defense. I hope he plays the video so y'all can hear what I actually said, right? Because while he was reacting, everything I was saying was rebuking what he was saying. He couldn't even react to it correctly. I mean, literally, there's one part, I hope it happens, where I say, yeah, we're talking about self-defense. And then he goes, yeah, he's talking about killing white people. And then he clicks the video and I go say it again. We talking about self-defense. And I want to say this for the record. Once again, my gripe is not with white people. If it's any quote unquote white people, my Gentile brothers and sisters in the chat, man, hit me with a salute. Hit me with a flame emoji in the chat. My issue is with suspected white supremacists. People who want to cause us harm. People who want to hold fast to the old way. Like it's Jim Crow 2.0. There we go. There go my folks. It's all love. It's like to be accused of being racist when I have a biracial son. Like, what are we talking about? I have a biracial son. But anyway, let's continue.
When those scriptures had nothing to do with purchasing a weapon to harm people.
And I also have all black children. I have all black children and I have a biracial son. So anyway, but nonetheless, let's continue.
For harming you. If that's the case, he would have never healed that servant that Peter cut the ear off of. Jesus Christ never told Peter to draw his sword.
Yeah, that's why Jesus Christ said, Peter, if you live by the gun, you die by the gun. Now, I need to get a couple of timestamps of when he made these these crazy accusations, right? And I think it's, let me go here. One moment. I have to backtrack a little bit, y'all. Because we already know he don't know how to use the Bible. But let's go.
I'm a founder. I run on caffeine.
By a warlock. So it's common for you not to like a man of truth because you're following a man of evil. But what I got to share with you today, it's going to open your eye. Once your eye is open, there's no return. You're going to literally be faced with the choice of either continuing to follow a demon, a false prophet, a wolf in sheep clothing that did a great job.
Hold on. I think I'm in the wrong place. Sorry about that, y'all. These timestamps can get a little bit. I actually want to play what I actually said. Let me see.
You're crazy. That's not how life works. You got to break things down, right? So shout out to you that actually been here the longest watching the show.
Situation when it comes to defending yourself, man. Christ told us, sell your cloak to buy a sword. You know what I said a situation when it comes to what? Everybody in the chat, if y'all paying attention, what did I just say? If it's a situation when it comes to what? Because I said it pretty direct. When it comes to defending yourself. See, FBA, they don't think you should be able to defend yourself. That's the issue. They think that we 3/5 man, right?
If you think you could come here and watch 3 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, Nubreed Global Truth is in fact a false teacher sent by the devil to twist the words of Jesus Christ, to lie, to distort information. He distorted the words of the Savior. He distorted the words of Jesus Christ, twisted it to imply that we all need to go get these weapons so we can prepare for war. Listen to it again, guys. I got more stuff to break down. Trust me. I'm not done, guys.
I got 2 of them. He said that'll do. Take it to a situation when it. Now, did y'all hear me say anything about grabbing weapons to go to war? No, but he's going to say a lot worse. But let's get to it. I'm just trying to chart out the timestamps because this man goes live for 3 hours and not really saying nothing. But anyway, let's go. When it comes to defending yourself, man. Christ told us, sell your cloak to buy a sword. You know what I'm saying?
Christ did not tell us. He told his disciples. He told his disciples. The book of Luke.
You got to, so once you get physical, then you don't get to tell somebody how they should react. And then on top of that,
first of all, these 2 guys don't even know the story. That guy, he's not even educated about what happened in Cincinnati.
Look at this. He believes all FBAs are uneducated. He believes all FBAs are uneducated, right? How do he know if that guy is educated in regards to what happened in Cincinnati? Like, this is clown stuff. But hold on, y'all. Let's go.
And seeing that none of them got arrested.
They didn't. Nope.
At all.
Not at all.
You know, so it's just, and the Most High expect us to protect ourselves.
He said the Most High expect us to protect ourselves. Are you hearing that? Now, keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, we're not talking about.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, would y'all agree that the Most High expect us to protect ourselves? I mean, you had Jason Voorhees running around here knifing people up for no reason, for petty reasons, for petty arguments and disputes. But he's saying that FBAs are not allowed to protect themselves. So Panamanians gonna run around knifing each other up or knifing anybody up, but we can't protect ourselves? What is this dude talking about? This is what a real raccoon looks like, man. I'm telling you.
Basic security protection. We're not talking about you being a Second Amendment gun owner. You in your house,
Yeah,
you're protecting your person, you're in the street. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about the law.
No, that's definitely what we're talking about in this topic. But I'm gonna fast forward a little bit because he's calling me.
Imagine being able to build an.
He's saying that I'm trying to recruit black people to go kill white people. I mean, just madness, right? But let's go.
App with your name on it. Just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
He want to take vengeance. What did the Messiah say? What did the Most High say? Vengeance is mine. I'll repay. He never told you to execute vengeance. He never told you to recruit an army. This damn demon, Nubreed Global Truth, is a false teacher, a false prophet sent.
Now, who said I was recruiting an army? Who said that I was recruiting an army? See, you have this individual who is trying to get me lined up by the feds. This type of talk is Karen. This is a Karen. That's what this is. A Karen. I can't intellectually combat this man online. So let me try to get him lined up. Let me criminalize Nubreed. Let's criminalize him. This is what you got to look out for these days. They'll start spreading lies. They'll start making things up to do what? Criminalizing. Yeah, Karen with the pink hat. Let's go.
By the devil to recruit God's people into an.
And that's not a man's hat. You got that from Ashley Stewart. He got that from what's the name of them place, the women's shop? He got his cap from Forever 21 or somewhere. That's not a man's hat. He don't have the army fatigue bucket hat. He ain't got no all black joint. Yeah, he got the girl polo hat. You did not get that out the men's section. Stop. Like, don't, bro, the barbecue about to start real quick, bro. You did not get that cap from the men's section. You got that from Rue 21. You ordered that from Temu out of the women's section. And now you online trying to be a federal informant. I can't wait to the barbecue session. Once I get through the facts and expose the liar you are, oh, we're going to do what Judah do. Oh, we're going to do what FBAs do, and that's barbecue. We cook. Look, let's go.
Army, a militia to attack people in the street.
So he said that I'm building an army, a militia to attack people in the streets. Ringbo says that Nubreed Global Truth is building an army, a militia to go attack people out in the streets. Ladies and gentlemen, I said no such thing in this video. Where'd he get that from? He has a fear of an uprising. He has a fear of an uprising, man. This is crazy. Let's go.
That's what he's doing, guys.
Ever done that? Nowhere in our history have we ever went around the world doing these things. So yeah, brother, I just want to.
Yeah, we never went around the world just harming innocent people and doing that. No, we don't do that. White supremacists do that.
come in and release some of that into the atmosphere, because our people have to understand.
Our people have to understand what, sir?
You always have that God-given right to protect yourself.
You heard that? You have that God-given right to protect yourself, meaning to go out there and kill people.
What?
For no reason.
Hold on. He said to go out there and kill people for no reason. That's what he said.
I can still remember this dude's name because I sliced him up pretty good with a razor. Like I said, I've done some things I'm not too proud of. I've done some things. Let's just say my choice of weapon was always knives, right? Knives. I like knives, right?
We don't know what he done. He said he done some things. Ringbo Myers said he done some things. He said that his choice of weapon is knives. And he done some things, alluding to him packing people up.
Are you getting what they're doing, guys? And he's telling you that God gave you this right to go do all of these things. Then Jesus Christ say, turn the other cheek. Then he say, if somebody steals something from you, let him keep it. Then he say, if somebody strike thee on thy cheek, to give them the other. Didn't he say that? So which Jesus Christ are they following?
No, which Jesus Christ are you following? I want y'all to just peep. Look at this devious look he got in his face. It's like he knows that he's manipulating. Y'all see this devious look, man? Look, Ringo TV reactions. Leave me alone. It's time for you to stop false accusing me. It's time for you to move on with your life. It's time for you to stop the strange obsession you got. It's time for you to cut that out. It's not very manly of you, sir. Oh, don't worry, Ethnic. I got everything covered. Hey, listen, Ethnic. Nobody is getting away with anything. Nobody is getting away with anything. The Most High sees all. And the Most High is going to rectify this situation. Let's go.
And yours.
Absolutely.
Always have that right. That don't mean you going around looking for trouble.
You notice that he cleaned it up, saying that don't mean you going around looking for trouble. That's exactly what
he didn't clean nothing up. He said what he said. He never said nothing inflammatory. So now he's claiming the man is cleaning it up. No, we don't go around looking for trouble. Just like those people in Cincinnati wasn't looking for trouble. They was at a jazz festival. They wasn't looking to jolly stomp some Russians that day. Nobody is on that type of time, and we just want to live peaceful. As foundational Black Americans, I speak for our delegation, right? We just want to live peaceful. We want to mind our business. We want to be able to have our Second Amendment and protect our family, just like every other man has the right to protect his family. That's it. We don't want to be counted 3/5 of a man, and anytime somebody is afraid or intimidated by us, we get criminalized. It's not our fault that you a scary type. Yeah, you a scary type. Yeah. Something ain't right with you. I mean, you the scary type, but we'll get into that. Wait till we roast you, because your words, boy, your words is going to condemn you. By your own words, you shall be condemned. Let's go.
You're doing. You're going around looking for trouble. What was Nubreed doing in his truck when he saw those people parking next to him? What did he do?
I got on point.
They don't want me to look and they don't want me to go into this glove box. He's looking for trouble. He said, I'm good with the shot. I be at the range all day. And once I pull out this gun, he said, I'm going to use it.
That's right. Let me see. Let's go to this timestamp where he calls me a terror. Now he's already he's already accused me of recruiting our people to go kill white people.
Through Rula, it's easy.
No, nowhere in that video did I say anything even remotely close to that. All right.
Easier to connect with a therapist who specializes in you.
Prepare y'all to get all y'all weapons ready to be involved in a race war. That's what he's doing, guys. Listen to it again, guys.
Mentality show that they already afraid. They already terrified. They're not gonna make it. Whatever's coming to this world,
they're not gonna make it. Whatever's coming to this world, what is coming to this world that he's talking about? He want a race war to happen.
I said whatever coming to this world. There's a lot coming to this world. Listen, there may be this. Listen, doesn't the Bible speak about nation versus nation? Doesn't the Bible speak about that? And the word nation in that context in the Greek is ethos. That's ethnic culture versus ethnic culture. The Bible tells us that. I thought he was a Bible guy. Anyway, let's continue.
Happen.
They're not gonna make it. The Most High is not breeding any cowards, and that's the thing.
Cowards. So he's basically saying those of you that don't want to be recruited into his terrorist cell group, his terrorist cell army.
Do y'all hear this? The Most High is not dealing with no cowards. Means if somebody come through your house, you're not gonna let them grape your children, violate your wife, and put you down. And you're not gonna let nobody hit you and let them beat on you and stomp you out and hurt you. That's what it means. It doesn't mean that I'm starting to. Bro, you cannot make up this kind of this kind of weakness in a man, bro. You just, and see, this is why I'm doing this stream, so y'all can just see a person who sold their soul. This is a man whose soul is gone. He doesn't have no soul. He's blank. It's done. It's over with. Lights on. Nobody home. Yeah, he gonna start whisking butter knives, and he gonna be throwing butter knives around. I'm telling you, man, you can't make this stuff up.
You're a coward. That's what he's doing. On social media, he's doing this. On social media, he is literally recruiting people into a violent group, an army. He's literally recruiting his viewers, guys.
Now, he's claiming that I'm recruiting my viewers to a violent army. Brothers and sisters, where did he get that from? Now, this is an individual that's definitely trying to have my life taken. And there's no truth to anything he said. And I need y'all to see this. Yeah, he got this directly from the gates of hell. This is from the devil. This is a lie from the pits of hell. Y'all want to see how demons operate? This is how a demon operates. What does the devil do? An accuser of the brethren. He's accusing me of recruiting a terror cell group and basically girding up, booting up to go attack Middle America. This is what he's doing right now. Oh, this is a lot of things. This is cyber harassment. This is misinformation. This is online bullying. These are lies. This is bearing false witness. This man breaking every scripture in the book right now. Is the hate that deep?
This is crazy.
Now, yeah, you're crazy. Now I'm going to, there's a timestamp in the other video, and I have to blatantly deny all these other charges that he's levying against me because they're totally false. And I want it to be known that I defended my name and let y'all know that these egregious claims levied against me, Nubreed Global Truth, are all false. They're lies and sensationalism to spin a narrative. But what he doesn't understand is his lies call for real life consequences. And this is no longer YouTube anymore. This is no longer about us having disagreements. This becomes a matter of life and death. This is his way of trying to build, in my opinion, build up some type of group or army to want to go against me and cause me harm. There are white supremacists out there that will watch this and believe what he's saying. There's feds that watch this and will believe what he's saying. The internet is all monitored. And if any of these things were true, what he was saying, I would have already been caught up a long time ago. Let's make that very clear. YouTube is being watched. All of it is being watched. And if anything he was saying was true, they would have already snatched me up. Make no mistake about that, because I'm going to tell y'all like this. They know exactly who I am. And this man get on his videos, just a weirdo. Get on his videos. Nubreed is harvesting the energy of his audience. He's a warlock. He does magic. And listen, what evidence do you have of me doing any witchcraft? Any spells? Any of that? In fact, I will go ahead and say after I leave a stream, I'm exhausted. After I do a long stream, I'm exhausted. I didn't feed off the people's energy. As a creator, you're giving more energy. And when I do feed off my energy, like you're off the audience energy, like you're supposed to, it's iron sharpening iron. We edifying each other. We having a good time. But this weirdo, he's doing video magic. Shut up. Stop saying that. You sound crazy as hell talking about he's doing video magic. That's his way of saying this man is so good at doing his content, it gotta be magic. No, sir. This is the spirit of the Most High operating to rebuke you cowards, you sellouts, and you damn devils. That's all it is. Anyway, let's go to that other video. Let's get to it. All right, one moment, y'all. And everybody get the likes up on the video. Get the likes up on the video. And I just want to go here back to this video. And I want to, because y'all heard everything he had to say in that one, but it was something kind of troubling he said here. So let me go here for a second, and then we'll go into the roast session. We'll go to the other content.
This man was caught on live basically saying, I got that thing on me. You know, these people parking next to me. This is crazy. I don't know what they're doing. We're going to get into that, guys. So let me roll the tape. What we're going to look at first, guys, is the video that he made today talking about the white guy that the feds pretty much already apprehended, right? The feds already got that guy. That guy is no threat to society no more. But this guy is out and free.
So what he's saying is he's comparing me to this guy right here. I think his name is Hannah or something like that. If y'all remember his name, I think it's on here. His name is something. But anyway, he's been arrested by the FBI because he plotted to kill 30,000 Black Americans. And he was getting a whole organization. He was organizing a group to go kill Black Americans, and the FBI caught him. And good that the FBI caught him, because if he would have tried anything in our communities, he would have got packed up. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Ant, thank you for the contribution. I appreciate it. Says you can get your lawyer to send a cease and desist. Almost 2 years of stalking because he didn't have the balls to tell you for a misunderstanding in his yard. Dude is a true weirdo, right? Now, as far as all of the legal stuff, I'm taking every legal action that I need to take. And that's why you see me having an online record of everything. Don't even worry about nobody's getting away with anything. People lying, people bringing guests on their shows that I don't even know, bearing false witness. All of that stuff has to be dealt with. I've dealt with this harassment for far too long. Yep. Yeah, so basically what he's saying, me speaking online, being vocal about these horrendous crimes that's being committed on our people or attempted crimes, what Ringbo is essentially saying is that I should be arrested by the feds, that the FBI should come get me, all to silence my voice, all because I have influence, all because he can't compare to who I am. He's not on my level. He's not on my level. Nowhere close. This here is God-given. Let's go.
Now, if the feds is listening to this video, the YouTuber that's above right there is a felon. He's not supposed to own any guns.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, that's a blatant lie. That's a blatant lie. Now, that puts a target on my back. So for people that think that this is just about some back and forth, do y'all really think I want to make videos about this clown? No. People always saying y'all should, hang this up, get rid of. That's what I'm attempting to do right now. But I have to clear my name. I wasn't making any videos about this guy until he came with these erroneous lies that put my life in jeopardy. It's time to stop with the false accusations. Ringo, move on with your life and leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Let's go.
Not supposed to have gun. Not supposed to be at the gun range. But at the same time, he said some questionable things, which is similar to what the white guy said.
So he claims I'm not supposed to own a weapon. I'm not supposed to go to a gun range. All lies. It's all lies. And he's saying that he wants me arrested by the feds. Y'all heard it.
Said in regards to his tweet that he wanted to unalive 30,000 black people. This black guy above is a felon, and he said something on camera that I...
Look at that. This black guy above is a felon. Lies. Absolute lie. Never been a convicted felon. It's a lie. Let's go.
Feel pose a threat to the general public, because if he's carrying an illegal firearm and he's making threats at pedestrians and motorists and people just for parking next to him, ain't no telling what can happen in the future.
Now, see, you see this evil? Now, y'all have to see how evil this is. Y'all have to see how evil this is. Now, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know how foul this is, how demented this is. This is dark. This is dark. And this is something that really has to be uncovered. I got another timestamp because he has murder in his heart. He has murder in his heart. He wants me dead. He wants my family dead. He wants to put us in danger. And, I'm going to say this for the record. I have never once threatened this man. I never once threatened to put him in no box. I never once threatened to cause him any bodily harm. I never threatened to do anything to him. This man threatened to kill me. He threatened to kill me. After he harassed me for a year straight while I was quiet, I asked for a charity boxing match. And when I asked for that charity boxing match, he displayed what was really in his heart, and it was murder. Kid Life, thank you for the support, man. I appreciate it. It says, sometimes it's flabbergasting and disheartening when I realize just how wicked and misled the rest of the world in contrast to us biblical truth over here. This is why we need to full armor of the Most High. Thanks, Breed. Absolutely. Thank you, man. And that's why we stay connected like Wi-Fi. I got another timestamp.
YouTuber addressing a situation that involves white people. Let the white community deal with those people. The feds already got him. The feds were quick, and they were able to stop him before he carry out his diabolical plan.
Well, with that logic, you know, we need to let black people deal with the black community too, with that logic. Well, anyway, no interruptions. Let's hear this.
But now, who stops the black terrorists? Who stops the black criminals that are in the black community? Who stops them?
So he calls me a black terrorist while putting my photo. He says, who stops the black terrorists while purposely placing my photo on camera? Now, this is a fearful, evil man. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, he's gonna have to deal with every idle word that's been coming out of his mouth. Because unlike him, I know exactly what comes out my mouth. And what I've realized from this individual, he's a city, like the Bible says, a city with no walls. Y'all got to understand how extremely dangerous and reckless this type of commentary is. Y'all got to understand how dangerous and reckless this type of commentary is. I don't care if somebody react to my commentary. I actually would rather people react to me because it makes people want to check my platform out. They say, look at what these guys talking about. Let me go see what this Nubreed guy talking about. But y'all have crossed the line to the point of no return. One thing I've always done is just react to what Ringo says out of his own mouth. I don't know. I don't throw any conjecture in there. I don't like to assume. I only react. He's literally asserting things that are detrimental to one's existence. It's slander and defamation of character. That's what it is.
You see, this is what the black community deals with. People don't address these issues, guys. In the black community, they are silent on all of these matters. You got thugs running rampant. People can't even go to the stores.
I'm not a thug. I'm a family man. And it's crazy that he's talking about thugs. We're going to get into it. He's talking about thugs. We got thugs running around.
I can still remember this dude's name because I sliced him up pretty good with a razor. Like I said, I've done some things I'm not too proud of. I've done some things. Let's just say my choice of weapon was always knives, right? Knives. I like knives, right?
Now we're going to go to the video we played earlier. It was approximately 15 minutes, right? Now we're going to tread through some of the material and just let it rock out. But then, you know, I'm going to break some of that down play by play. It is go time, y'all. It's go time. Now that everybody know that I vehemently deny all these egregious claims. I am not trying to build a terror cell group. I'm not. I don't want people to go out here harming anyone. Matter of fact, I've even said in my videos, if somebody's hurling racial obscenities at you, walk the other way. Ignore them. Ignore the N-word. Ignore that. But if somebody put their hands on you, you beat the brakes off of them. That's what I'm saying. If somebody slap, punch, assault you, you beat the brakes off of them. That's what I'm saying. And you have the God-given right to do that. Because people are supposed to keep their hands to themselves. And I'm talking about if you out and about, somebody just assaults you. That's what I'm talking about. In context, that's what I'm talking about. Or somebody breaks into your home unannounced to cause you great bodily damage or death. You better listen. You better eliminate the threat. Eliminate the threat. And we got to talk about some of this uncanny hypocrisy coming from this individual, because the hypocrisy, it stinks. It's rotten to the core of the hypocrisy. Now, I'm going to share this video with y'all. We got to get to it. Let's go. Everybody tap the like button. Let's get the likes matching the views. Let's get the likes matching the views. I'm going to let some of this rock out, and we're going to get to it.
Support none of those black savages. Black savages get caught and rot in prison. You're a disgrace. All those black businesses that might be out there should be boycotted. Nobody should support none of those businesses. You get hated by these black savages. Think about how many black savages are in my live chat right now. Complete savages, full of hate, full of the devil. Think about how many black savages are in my live chat right now. Because of black savages. Because of groups of militant men and women who decide to beat and terrorize the city. And these black savages are always projecting onto me what they don't do. The black savages are the ones celebrating it. All throughout this live stream, I've been giving basically a couple of black savages from the ghetto, a couple of FBA savages, I should say, walked into the convenience store and black savages to attack, strip, and beat a white man to a pulp. Stories with the black savages and what the black community is doing. What it says to the FBA community is you guys don't have no time to be talking about white supremacy.
You know, the colonizers was calling the North American Indians savages before they, you know, exterminated our people. Did y'all know that? That was a dehumanization mechanism to call them black savages, to dehumanize them before doing what? Exterminating them. So I want y'all to understand where this ideology is coming from this goofy, right? Why he keeps saying that black people are savages, because he hates us. He hates us. But anyway, let's go.
You're supposed to be talking about the issues that's going on in your community. And it's disgusting. Social media, all I see is animals. Animals. Disgusting humans that just side with wicked. They're savages. They're animals. A bunch of damn animals and savages stomping, beating women, and kicking savages and animals around me. Come savages and animals. That is who you always was. You didn't just do that. That act like animals. I don't know about you, but I don't want to live around them. Because those are demons. I don't want to be around no drug-infested community. I don't want to be around no Pookie and Ray. Black folk love.
But you know, the irony of that is this individual lived around that for a greater portion of his life until this brother online helped him move from that situation, helped him find his place, help him relocate. But these same quote unquote savages and animals, most of his adult life, he stayed there, but he has no respect for those that was in public housing. He looks down on those. He was Pookie and Ray Ray that he was projecting about. He was there. And now he has the audacity to talk down on his people like that. Horrible.
Living around black people that are toxic. I want to know, because I don't like living around them. I do not like living around toxic ninjas that act like animals. I don't know about you, but I don't want to live around them, because those are demons.
Now, I'm going to slow this down for a second. After several months of vile cyber harassment, I offered Nubreed to settle things like a man. Here's his response, y'all.
Ask this man to shoot a fade.
and I ask you to come to my house. Since you want to talk all of this stuff online, being gangster, come to my door with violence. Come to North Carolina.
Why are he talking like a YN? So instead of having a charity boxing match, you want to be a savage. You want to be barbaric. You want to put me in the ground. I never said nothing like this. But I'm being called animal and savage, and we all being called these things. But hey, the hate is real. Let's go.
With that heat, come to the Carolinas. With all that violence, all that stuff about shooting fade, come to my door and see what happened to you.
And for the record, ladies and gentlemen, shooting a fade means having a fist fight, a fair one at a mutual ground. All right. In case y'all don't understand the lingo, whoever may be watching, I know the word shoot can be a little bit scary for some. Shooting the fade just means we want to square up. That's it. Hey, look, let's get this out the way. Forget the internet. Let's go get us a ring. Let's make a lot of money for charity. And we can get over with. You know what I mean? We can blow up. If Jake Paul and them can do it, why can't we do it? If Jake Paul can make hundreds and thousands of dollars, even millions of dollars off internet, getting a ring, why our people can't do it? I thought you was about your money, right? Hashtag run the fade. But anyway, let's go. Oh, snap. What I do here? All right, here we go.
That stuff about shooting fade, come to my door and see what happened to you. I'm not out here to waste my damn time.
Now, he said, come to my door, see what happened to you. Wouldn't this be hypocrisy, y'all? I'm looking around, checking my surroundings. Lo and behold, there's two white vans surrounding me. And I say, look, man, they don't want me in my glove box. He said, look, pull up to my house so I can murder you. I want to put you in a grave, is what he said. Doesn't that sound a little bit hypocritical? I don't know. You know, this response to a regulated fight sounds kind of, I don't know, pusillanimous to me. What y'all think? Sounds a little emotional, itch made, if you ask me. Let's go. We warming up. Hold up. Hold up, my bad. I'm hitting the wrong video. Let's go.
Fighting to get arrested and end up in a damn prison cell for some damn bull crap. But if you come to my door with any sort of violence, you're going to be dealt with. That's what I'm telling you. So if you
now listen, let me say this. I never said I wanted to come to his home. I never said that. Why would a grown man who is offered a fight in a mutual grounds put his family in danger like that? If you got your wife and kids there and you said, I know where you live, that's what you said, I know where you live, and your wife and kids are there, why would you invite this person whom you really don't know, a random stranger, to come to your house to put your family in jeopardy? Why would you do that? Because you know anything can happen in a situation like that. Why would you set out such a horrific invitation? Good question, right? Let's go.
Really about that life, you would stand on business. But you not. This dude know where I live. So all that talk he talking, all he got to do is just pull up and run up on me. You run up on me, you going in a box. I'm telling you, straight up. And then I'm going to do a video about it. I'm not here playing games.
So I run up, he going to put me in a box and he going to talk about it. He going to do a video about killing me. So let's timestamp that. There will be no mercy for me is what he's saying. No mercy. Even if he exterminated a threat, that's not enough. That's not enough. This demonic Negro said he's going to do a video about it. Oh, wow. Let's go.
You talking about, oh, I challenge him to a fade. If you got a problem, you come see me. You come run up on me. Run up on me. When I'm at my house or with my family out and about in the street, you going in a box. Trust me. That's where you going. And guess what? Once you get put in that box, the law is going to be on my side. So if you really want to risk it all, if you really want to risk it all because you want to prove something to somebody.
Oh, risky Ringo. Y'all know he like to risk it all. Listen. This is not very becoming of a 48-year-old man. This is not very mature of you. It's quite alarming. And it's irresponsible to you and your family to do such a thing on the internet. I think you need to really open the word and read some scriptures. Not just try to use the Bible to see how you can weaponize it and manipulate it and distort it. I think you really need to dig into the scriptures. And get some decorum about yourself, because this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. You embarrassed yourself. Let's go.
Then you pull up on a man when he's with his family. Pull up on a man when he's with his family and see what happens to you. In the South, they don't play. And I've been here long enough to understand how people move. So all that talk you talking over there, it's just a bunch of hair saying.
Now, mind you, he only been in North Carolina all but 4 or 5 months when he made these comments. He don't know nothing about the South. So you've been in the concrete jungle for 40 plus years of your life. And you moved to North Carolina and you already talking about Second Amendmenting someone. Stop it. You ain't never been to a range a day of your life. You ain't never shot a target a day in your life. You don't even know how to properly hold a firearm. Cut it out. You like to play with knives. Let's go.
Words. You're just entertaining your audience.
Like, let's get in the ring. Let's fight. Let's box. I don't have no... Listen, I have no reason to have to sneak diss somebody that I want to shoot a fade with and offer him that. So don't try to make it seem like I'm being cowardly.
Think about what this dude is doing, fam. This dude is over there talking about boxing. Talking about this nonsense. I told this dude I'm not playing with him. You know where I live, dog.
Boxing is not nonsense, man. Listen, y'all know what time it is. It's guns down, gloves up, or gloves up, guns down. Listen, we supposed to be leading the youth in the right direction, man. We're not supposed to be behaving like this. At your big ass age, you're not supposed to be doing this. You're supposed to be setting a better example for the youth. And if you don't want to shoot a fair one with somebody, then shut up. Get off the internet. Stop running your mouth and stop acting like a diva, sir. When a man offer you that and you say, no, I don't want to do that, there should be no more talk. Because really, you don't want no issues. Now, I don't mind you reacting to my videos and criticizing, critiquing, whatever. That's YouTube. But see, you've taken it too far. But anyway, let's continue.
Oh, I'm not hiding nowhere. I already told you what it's going to be like. I already told you the end of what it's going to be like. And guess what? The law is on my side. That's all I'm focused on. I'm focusing on how I'm going to be protected by the law so that when you get put in a box, I didn't do no wrong. I didn't break no laws. I never made no threats. So all that talk you talking, all these threats, all this boxing stuff, Stop talking all of that nonsense. I'm not going to entertain the audience. Oh, you're a coward. You don't want to step in the ring. Dude know where I live, fam. He know where I live. He know exactly where I live. Do I sound like a coward? You know where I live. I already told you what it is. If you really about all that stuff you saying and you want to really crash out, you go ahead and do that and see what happens. Sign for that package and see what comes next, because it'll be big YouTube news. You will be in a box and I'll be making content, because I'm not playing games.
Now, that's the same guy that was on his channel talking about the YouTubers who did one YouTuber who actually crashed out and put the other YouTuber in the box down in Vegas. I don't remember their names, but some of y'all may remember that story. He was the same one talking about that. And he was talking like, you know, hey, you know, it's real out here, this, that, and the third. But this is what he was out here doing. He was perpetuating that type of violence. I never said anything like this. I never made any street threats towards him. And then he want to come around after a YouTuber in Vegas actually took another YouTuber out. Then he wants to come back around acting like the moral compass. No. You is a YN. You is a savage. You are old YN. Man, I'm telling you.
I got to protect my family. You understand? And according to the laws of the land, especially in North Carolina, if you come around anybody with any sort of nonsense, anything like that, they have a right to protect themselves. I'm not here to play games with this dude, because, you know, that's the way we could stop the violence. Get the fuck out of here, bro. What are you insane, dog? After the disrespect,
he don't want to stop the violence. Yeah, he don't want to stop the violence. He want to see people go in the box. And this is what he was dishing out to his audience.
Bugging, bro. There is nothing charity about this. You know what I mean? There is nothing charity about this. This is not no good event. This is nothing. If I was to put hands on this dude, it's not going to be a charity event. You understand? It's going to be rage. You understand? I need to make that very clear. This is not about no charity. This is not about none of that stuff. This is about rage and anger. So I'm doing my best to just stay calm, cool, collected, because I already know what I'm.
This is not about charity. This is not about peace. This is about rage and anger. This man has an anger problem. You have an issue. You have no control over yourself, man.
Capable of. But you people out there that keep instigating that nonsense, you're going to cause somebody to end up losing their life, not being able to see their kids, or end up in the fucking penitentiary. You know what I mean? And this just goes to show a lot of you ninjas are not really mature men, and you really don't got nothing to lose. I got a lot to lose. He don't. He's a known felon. You know what I mean? He has a criminal record. He done dirt. So
So as you can see, he's been telling this lie for a long time that I'm a convicted felon. Now, I'm going to say this. Let me just say this. When our people have a past or have a history, why is it that people like this individual, these tethers, who, mind you, he claimed he got caught with knobs plenty of times by police. He just didn't get caught. He just didn't get locked up. He was given second, third, fourth, fifth chances at life. But anybody who has been through something, paid their debt to society, anybody who has made their mistakes, why is he judging them like that? It's real scumbag activity. I tell y'all all the time, I want the felons, the former felons or whatever, felons, the former prostitutes, the junkies, all of those things. I want those people to hear my words. I want to be able to reach those people. I want to lead those people to the Messiah, known as Jesus Christ. Some call him Yahweh Shah. Some call him Yeshua. Some call him Yeshaya. I want to lead those people to Christ. I don't want people to feel like their life is over because they got into some trouble. or their life is finished. Everybody got a past. His past ain't perfect. This man is not perfect. He's made mistakes in his life. But it's like you got individuals like this person who don't want people to ever live that down. And it's sick. It's a very judgmental, wicked spirit that he has. Everybody was something at some point in life, bro. Everybody was somebody at some point in life. Let's go.
Felon. I'm not. I'm smarter than him. But one thing I do know is I got legal rights based on the Second Amendment and based on my rights here.
That's the problem. He really believes he's smarter than me. But all the lies he's told, I paid attention to all of them. And one thing I've learned is these narcissistic demons, right? They always think they're more smarter than you, right? First of all, they have carnal knowledge, carnal wisdom. They're not operating through the spirit of the Most High. They don't have real discernment. They don't have spiritual awareness. But it's that superiority complex. But you're going to find out just how unintelligent you really are. You're blinded by your own, what would be the word? You're blinded by your own narcissism.
Here in North Carolina, to put somebody in a fucking box. I got legal right. And I know that and understand.
You sound like a homicidal maniac.
Understand my rights. But one thing I'm not going to do is put myself in a situation where I'm going to end up hurting somebody and then end up in prison. You see what I mean? Ain't going to be no fair fight. So if there were a fight, ain't going to be a fair fight. It's going to be damn near brutality. So to all you people that are entertained, go over there and tell them that. Tell him that. And make sure while you tell him if you got a problem with this dude, come to his house. Come to his door with that type of noise and see what happened. Because what I'm trying to do is shut down all the entertainment online. Shut down all the entertainment online. All that nonsense. Oh, he a coward. He a this. He a coward. He a coward. He a coward. And all of you dudes that are jumping on the bandwagon, you need to basically focus on your own life and stop getting involved in stuff that don't pertain to you. Because a lot of you, based on what I'm seeing, don't really got nothing to live for. And that's why you're basically crashing out on social media. So to everybody thinking there's going to be did Ringo, answer the so-called fight? Is he going to join this? He going to join that? Ringo is not with none of this bullshit. Right? So keep being entertaining. Like I said, how many of you willing to pay for tickets to see a funeral? That's when it gets serious. That's when it gets serious because you realize.
So you can see that this man had murder in his heart the whole time. So when y'all see him making, playing Fed games, trying to be a federal informant, what the streets will call as a rat. When you see him trying to be a rat, he wants me murdered by proxy. He wants to hide under, hide under the banner and moniker of he's a threat to society, but really he's just trying to see something happen to me and my family. I just want this individual to leave me alone, but let's go.
Type of temperature I'm on right now. I'm not playing a game. I'm about protecting my family right now because I got too much.
I never threatened his family at all, but he threatened mine. Once he started claiming I was a terror cell and all this other stuff, he threatened my family. I never threatened this man's family or his life.
Snakes on social media plotting and making threats. So the first one of y'all that pull up going in a box, straight up. And I welcome that. Ain't gonna be no fights. Ain't gonna be no putting on no gloves. Ain't gonna be none of that. So I need that to register in your mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna tell y'all from this point on, it's gonna get hilarious. Everybody get the likes up. Man, we're gonna have a good old fashioned roast session. At this point, I mean, it took me everything at the beginning not to laugh the whole time during this little part right here. Man, listen. When he started talking about getting punched in his nose and blacking out, and he reached for a knife, bro, let's just get into it, bro. This is what we've been waiting for, man. The verbal sporing begins. It has begun.
I always had a temper. I always was the type of dude that get angry very fast, respond based on emotion, and
he always had a temper, got angry fast, operated based on emotion. You still that way. You still that way. Everything you do is reaction. Men don't have reaction channels. No. No, men don't have reaction channels. No, men are composed. Men think. Men don't just respond like anytime something happened, you jumping on live. Anytime somebody talking about him, he jump on live while the person's live, reacting to the live. That's feminine. You don't even hear the whole matter. You're a reactionary. You just said it. You always react on emotion. You still the same way. You still got that same spirit on you. Let's go.
I always get myself in trouble. I remember even when I was a teenager, I can still remember this dude's name because I sliced him up pretty good with a razor.
The hell you running around slicing people up with a razor for? Y'all about to find out because this man ain't got no squabbles. You got this man out here slicing and dicing people like a damn chanterelles plate and want to call people savages. Do you know what it takes to go up on somebody and get to stabbing them? Do you know what kind of, listen, he on his Freddy Krueger. Do you know how barbaric you got to be to actually put a knife in somebody? Y'all see this? You got to be, it's got to be some nightmare fuel with you. You out here, yo, I'm telling you. See, that's a demon in you, boy. That's a demon in you, boy. See, that's what we see. Our audience over here, when we see you, this is what we see. Freddy Ringo Krueger out here pulling blades. Ringo Scissorhands, look at him. He just loved to walk around and slice and dice. No wonder Ringo like cutting grass so damn much. I bet you he imagined every blade of grass a black person. He just want to cut some shit. He just want to cut something. My weapon of choice was knives. You was running around here slicing and dicing people. You was a terror to your community. Now listen to what he says, though, y'all. Listen.
Use knives. I've used razors. This one particular dude.
He used razors, not just knives, razors. So he was out here like Wolverine. He had razors in between each finger. And soon as somebody slapped him in his mouth, he got the windmilling. He got the windmilling with razors in between his hands. Soon as somebody slapped him and sent him to the store. You a maniac. A damn savage.
The reason why I remember him very well is because I did a number on his face with a razor.
What the hell? You out here cutting people's face with razors? Who the hell raised you? Who raised this animal? Who raised this animal? Do you know what kind of meth was you on to go up and cut somebody in the face? So you the one that cut Omar's face from The Wire. That was you. You done cut Omar's face from the wire. We just wonder how he got that cut. You sick. Let me tell y'all something, bro. To all my real ones, I think we all can agree with this. All y'all guys out there that like the $150 people and hit them with the smiley face. Hey, listen, I speak for the Negro delegation when I say this. We hate you niggas. We hate you niggas that like to cut people's face in half and make in $150 because something is extremely wrong with y'all. Y'all danger to the community. That's out of pocket. He running around. Who sold this little ninja a knife? Who sold him that knife? Man, let's go.
And it was because of a situation that I got pretty pissed.
So because you got pissed, you thought you should go stabbing people. You thought you should go put on your scream mask and go chasing people around the hood. Because you got pissed. Out here playing nip tuck. He out here trying to do open heart surgery on people.
Dude punched me in my face so hard, bro.
Damn. He said dude punched him in his face so hard, though, yo. He said, man, he punched me in my face so hard. He rocked your shit. He punched him in the face so hard, he went in his dusty ass pockets and went and grabbed the knife. I know your father didn't raise you. I know you was not raised with your father. Because no FBA father, I'm telling you, is going to listen. My dad, if he heard that I pulled out a knife and sliced somebody when somebody punched me in my face, man, he practically disowned me. It's practically going to disown me. You got punched in your face and you decided to cut somebody. You couldn't swing back. But you had enough time to reach in your dusty ass pockets and grab a knife. Bruh, you can't make this up. You can't make it up. You can't make it up.
Busted my whole nose, everything.
Damn, boy, your nose soft as a mug. You ain't got no chin. That man folded your whole face in half. No wonder you ain't want to get no boxing ring. He's still having flashbacks of getting punched in his nose. No wonder you don't want to get. Listen, it's good you didn't get no boxing ring with me, bro, because I would have knocked your nose bone all the way through your skull, boy. Your nose bone would have been up here in your brain. Your nose soft as I don't know what. That man got a whoopee cushion nose. He deflated your face. That man hit you with a Ryu Hadouken. Boy, your jaw glass. He be hey, fighting the champ with the glass jaw. You ain't got no squabbles, no hands, no nothing. Boy, he hit you in your nose, your eyes watered, and the first thing you can do is run up in your pockets to go grab a rusty ass knife. Mr. Glass over here. Your man got chin checked. He ain't lived that down yet. That man don't want to fight nobody. He had flashbacks of punches. Till this day, he can't take a punch. You got deboed. And instead of being a man, you went and grabbed that knife. Listen.
Over something petty.
No wonder he keeps sniffing. Y'all keep hearing him sniffing his nose. I always wonder why you always sniffing your nose, man. He having flashbacks just thinking about it. He got mucus and blood coming out of his brain just thinking about that damn punch. Boy, you got railroaded. That punch felt like a battering ram. You got hit with a battering ram right in your nose. Yo, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy.
And once he did that, the razors came out. And he
hey, listen, that man had your nose looking like Brainwave's nose. He mushed your ish. He probably hit you and dug his fist in your nose. He mushed your nose like Brainwave's nose. Just smashed your nose. You was out here, he knocked the sonic rings out your ass. Yo, my chat is savage. Yo. Man, listen, bro. Bruh, that scarred this nigga for life. Ever since you got hit in your nose, you've been shopping in the women's aisle. That punch emasculated you. Yo, listen to how he described being punched. This is why you got to get your children involved in boxing. You got to get them involved in extracurricular activities. Listen, I got punched in my face several times growing up. He took one punch. This is whole history right here. He ain't never been in no brawls, never been on no fight. That's why he talks so much. He got hit one time, and it's disrupted his whole manhood. You can't tell me it was an FBA father in that house. You can't fight. All of this because you don't know how to fight. You doing all this, I'm telling you, all this trying to report me to the feds because he think there's a slim chance that one day we may run into each other. And he don't know what's going to happen. He think it's a slim chance because I got land initiatives in North Carolina. He think it's a slim chance I'm going to run into Nubreed. I don't know what that man going to do. Listen, I'm not going to touch this man. I'm publicly saying, bro, I don't want nothing to do with you, bro. I'm leaving you alone. Leave me alone. After this epic barbecue, it ain't nothing else to be said. Just leave me alone and stop lying. He like, I got to get him put in the feds because I don't want to have no real life confrontation. This man got PTSD. Listen to how he described getting punched in his nose. Listen to how a grown man described being punched in his nose, right? Listen.
got dealt with.
He got dealt with. Listen.
It is what it is. You know what I mean? And
he said he cut his face off.
It was not a joke, man. It is not a joke, bro. But that punch that he gave me, bro,
that punch he gave you, boy, and he peeled your muffin cap back. I mean, he hit you with a damn. He cracked your jaw. I mean, let's go.
Stars that I seen.
He said he saw stars. Yo, I can't do this. Yo, he said the stars he seen. Yo, that's crazy. Yeah, he was seeing them little Tweety birds. Let's go. Oh, hold up. My bad. I keep hitting the wrong video. Hold on. Let's go.
Lights turned off, bro. For a minute, bro. I was like, bro, when somebody punch you in your face.
He said the lights turned off, but you still had enough light to dig in your damn jeans and pull out a knife. You still was able to, like, who sold this man that knife though? And look, don't let him fool y'all either. I believe he was a grown man when this happened. For the record, I believe he was a grown man. I don't think this happened that long ago. I believe he's probably like 25. This shit probably happened. He's about 20, 27, 28. He trying to make it seem like he was a kid. Like, you know, it was just an older kid. You know what I'm saying? He had to school me. Nah, you was a grown man. You was in the hood running that mouth of yours. And he rocked your bell. He rung your bell. Because he knew you were... you know you weren't built like that. He knocked the sonic rings out you. Yeah. He did you dirty. He did you dirty like this kind of dirty. This is what he did you like. Hold on, let me see. Make sure that thing up. Oh man, this is freaking hilarious, bro. Like you should have never said this. You should have never did this. Y'all hear the sonic rings. You got the sonic rings knocked out of him. I'm talking about damn. Sheesh. Sheesh. Yeah, they say he's still shook. Like, just listen how he talking about it. Like, he just dreaming about it. Just, damn. Just got the, damn. Out of you. Good gracious. Boy is scoring for life. He don't never want to get in the ring with nobody. He's like, you talking about a fight? I'm finna put you in a box. You got to go down for this. There ain't no man of God. Don't no man of God act like that. Over a punch in the mouth approximately 20 years ago. You got punched in your mouth about 20 years ago. And you still crying over it. That don't make no damn sense. Anyway, let me go back to the video. Let me get that. Let's go back to the video, y'all, because I'm telling you, it's just a bad look.
Off guard. I can still remember this dude's name because I sliced him up pretty good with a razor.
He don't remember his name because he sliced him up pretty good with a razor.
Like I said, I've done some things I'm not too proud of. I've done some things.
Hold on. Do we need to have him investigated? Say, I ain't gonna play them games. You was young, you done some things that you ain't proud of. I don't know what you did. The way you saying it, you implying that you got bodies out here. You implying that you a whole serial killer. We was wondering why he was wearing a Jason mask. He's implying that he was out here cutting, slicing, and dicing people. That sounds suspicious. Sounds like a criminal that was just getting away with it.
Let's just say my choice of weapon was always knives, right? Knives. I like knives, right?
Yo, did your Panamanian mother give you that knife because your father would have told you how to fight? A father would have told you how to fight, not be out here acting like a damn street thug, stabbing and cutting people.
Right. I can still remember this dude's name because I sliced him up pretty good with a razor.
Hey, the guy who got sliced up by a razor with him, you need to be on social media talking about this. Because he said he did you pretty bad. He remembers your name. He sliced you up pretty bad, took a razor to your face. You need to be up on somebody's show. You need to be on somebody's YouTube show. Right? Because this is crazy.
Like I said, I've done some things I'm not too proud of. I've done some things. Let's just say my choice of weapon was always knives, right? Knives. I like knives, right?
This man said he liked knives. I mean, that's his weapon of choice. Every serial killer got his weapon of choice. Some do it by strangulation. Some like to poison people. Some like to use the blick. But this guy said his weapon of choice is a knife. He's Wolverine out here. Trash Bandicoot is out here talking about he got a history of knifing people up. And he attributes this to his Panamanian upbringing, what they did in Panama. But he want to call foundational Black American savages. All we saying is keep your hands to yourself, you good. That man punched you in your face. It changed your whole life. Now you're a scary person. You're a scared person.
I can still remember this dude's name because I sliced him up pretty good with a razor. Like I said, I've done some things I'm not too proud of. I've done some things. Let's just say my choice of weapon was always knives.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get ice on him, bro. I'm joking. I'm being facetious. Being facetious, y'all. Let me go back to the original. Let's get it. His weapon of choice is a knife. Hold on. This is crazy. Hold on. Let me get that, y'all. Give me a moment. I'm over here multitasking here. And also, you know, y'all make sure y'all get the likes up on the video. Show y'all support because, you know, I'm giving y'all a entertaining breakdown because at the same time, man, you watch one of these Nubreed broadcasts, you may laugh, you smile, you may laugh and cry on my streams, man, because it's just real. You know, that's how we deal with the pain that we face. We laugh at certain things, right?
Support none of those Black Sabbath fam. This dude is
we gotta talk
be
about
big YouTube news. You will be you don't got nothing to right. And all of you dudes, that's when it gets serious because you realize the type of temperature I'm on. I always was the type of dude that get angry very fast, respond based on emotion, and I always get myself in trouble. I remember even when I was a teenager, I can still remember this dude's name because I sliced him up pretty good with a razor. Like I said, I've done some things I'm not too proud of. I've done some things. Let's just say my choice of weapon was always knives.
You're a savage animal. A savage, disgusting animal. What's wrong with you? Why are you out here cutting people? Stabbing people?
Right? Knives. I like knives, right? I've used knives. I've used razors. This one particular dude, the reason why I remember him very well is because I did a number on his face with a razor. And it was because of a situation that I got pretty pissed. Dude punched me in my face so hard, bro. Busted my whole nose, everything.
Now, listen, ladies and gentlemen, you're looking at a pure, surefire hypocrite. This is the fakest, most hypocritical YouTuber in history. And that's how he's going to go down. His legacy will be everything that came out of his own mouth. His legacy, he will be remembered just like Hulk Hogan is remembered. The legacy you have ends with you. Why? Because you crossed one of the most highest people. You should have stopped. But then them demons got a hold of you. But anyway, let's go.
Over something petty. And once he did that, the razors came out. And he got...
Hold on, he said the razors came out. Like, what the... That's what I'm saying. How the razors come out? He pulled out more than one razor? Like, what was he on? He must have really been on some Edward Scissorhands. He must have really been out here just cutting. Wolverine style. Anyway, let's go.
I dealt with. It is what it is. You know what I mean? And it was not a joke, man. It is not a joke, bro. But that punch that he gave me, bro, the stars that I seen, I was like, you know, bro, when somebody punch you in your face off guard and you didn't see it coming.
Man, your nose is soft, your chin soft. Weak ass nose. He mushed your nose in half, folded you up. Your eyes was watering. He one of them ones caught the two black eyes off of getting his nose mushed. Soft ass nose. Man got hit with a fatality. We put him in the Mortal Kombat stuff. We joking about it. This nigga really on some. He really did. This ain't Mortal Kombat. This is not Mortal Kombat, Ringbo. You don't go putting fatality moves on somebody because somebody punched you in your mouth. What the hell is wrong with you? We made jokes about it like, yeah, because he act like an evil Mortal Kombat character. That damn high fructose corn syrup and that coke was messing your brain up. His weird ass probably was running around with a dagger. He probably didn't even have a knife. He looked like he played with cloaks and daggers. He had a dagger. Like, where the hell you get a dagger from? Who gave you that? Oh, weird ass. Everybody else in the hood looking up to Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson. This nigga was looking at Jeffrey Dahmer. The hell is wrong with you? Running around slicing and cutting on people. Like, stop, bro.
It's like you feel like your whole face got hit with a stick, bro. Like they just broke your face with a baseball bat.
Damn. He said it was like he broke your face with a baseball bat. Sheesh. Boy, if I'd have hit you, man, that's why you ain't get in that ring, man. I would have knocked you smooth out. I'm talking about, listen, I don't blame you for not getting in the ring with me. That boy seen me working that bag. He said, oh, hell no, I got to put this one in a box. That soft-ass chin of yours, I literally would have knocked your chin off. Your upper jaw would have been right here. Your lower jaw would have been over there, sir. I don't blame you for not wanting the box. Because you are traumatized. He said it felt like they hit him with a baseball bat. He one of them people, like, soon as he got hit, he was like, yo, they jumping me. Like, who jumping you? They jumping me, y'all, they jumping me. Nigga, he hit you, it's one-on-one. Nah, they jumping me. They jumping me. Where the blade at? Y'all gonna let him jump me, though? That's why it explains a lot. That's why you still on the internet playing games with people you already lost to. You like one of them dudes, you get knocked out, the fight over. You still in the parking lot. Yeah, get over here. You still in the parking lot talking trash. Like, where you at, y'all? Nah, man, I want my fair one. Like, you done already got your ass whipped. Everybody done pulled off and left. Everybody done pulled off and left, went home. Everybody on the next move, you still in the parking lot trying to fight. That's what you doing on YouTube too. You need to stop. That's why I keep saying, leave me alone, bro. He said it felt like they hit me with a bat. With a bat? That man's fist felt like a bat to you. You never forgot that. That's why you got all these feminine tendencies, man. You should have been fighting at our age group. I had uncles, I had a pops that they made sure we knew how to use these. We know how to use these, sir. Yo, he felt that pain for the first time. Yeah, he did not have men in his life. You could tell by the way he act, man. You could tell by the girly stuff he do. No disrespect to girls, females. No disrespect to y'all, but he got a lot of like emotional damage. I don't know if it was that damn punch, but this boy got a lot of emotional issues. For real. Yeah, he's scared of man hands forevermore. Shout out to Clone and Close. That man dealing with brain damage. I was wondering, like, yo, is this, he really think he's smart? Like this smart, dumb nigga. Like he really think he's smart. And I'm like, what's wrong with him? He got brain damage. Listen, let's go. We gonna go. We cooking.
That's how it felt. And I was stunned for a minute. And I'm looking around. It's like, yo, so-and-so did it.
He didn't even know. He didn't even know who hit him. He was like, yo, so-and-so did it. He don't even know who hit him, bro. He hit you so hard, you ain't know who the hell hit you. That's crazy.
And I looked at that dude, bro. Next minute, he bleeding, bro. He bleeding. Everybody try to make me out to be the bad guy, bro. Nah.
Nah, they make you out to be soft because you went for a knife from a punch. Why you didn't square up? The first thing you thought to do is go in your dingy ass jeans and stab the man? It's crazy.
You did what you did, bro. You paid the price. Just that simple. Don't F around with me, bro.
So you defended yourself. Oh, you defended yourself. And you don't have no remorse right now. You said, hey, you did what you did, so you got what you got. So you defended yourself. But Carmelo Anthony doesn't deserve no defense. So let me get this right. Carmelo Anthony, and I'm going to tell y'all, Charleston White had to retract his story because he met with the family of Carmelo Anthony. And allegedly, Carmelo Anthony didn't even use a knife. They saying that Carmelo Anthony used some type of pick or something that was out there on the field. And they saying that those guys who surrounded him, the Austin guys, that they had, that the guy that died, they say that he had steroids in him. So there's a lot of stuff. And they said that the video shows him being cornered, but that's all hearsay. We don't know what happened. The point I'm trying to make is this the same guy that says Carmelo Anthony should go away for life? He's a savage. He's an animal. He should be put down. But you got punched in your mouth in the hood and you decided to stab somebody, essentially, cut somebody. You are a hypocrite. You are the biggest, fakest hypocrite on the internet. You are a laughingstock. You have absolutely zero credibility whatsoever. You are the fakest YouTuber in YouTube history. And anybody viewing this video, viewing this material, they know they over there watching you because it's funny how ridiculous you are. They're not laughing with you. They're laughing at you, man. Yeah, steroids do make people very aggressive. That's a fact. Yeah, he got hit with some sweet chin music, and this man he ain't been right ever since. He ain't been right ever since. He hate black folks. He hate them. He want to see Carmelo down bad. But look, listen to this. Watch the hypocrisy. It's so much hypocrisy.
So I always had a temper. I always walked around with knives ready to stab folk.
So you walked around like a savage animal. That's the standards you held Carmelo to. Carmelo was a straight A student. Carmelo, he played football on 2 teams. He played on 2 teams, track and football. He was the team captain, straight A student, and had a job. You didn't even give Carmelo the time of day to figure out what happened. You didn't even let no evidence come out to see what happened to that young man down in Fresno. Nah. You said he's black, lock him up. Why? Because you hate FBAs. That's how much you're blinded by your hate. You can't even judge people on the standards that you hold yourself to. Because the way you talking about this guy's face you cut up, you said, hey, you did what you did, dog. You did what you did, dog, so you deserved it. Pretty much. You're a hypocritical demon. No truth in you. A double-minded man, unstable in all your ways.
And I remember, like I said, when I got around, see, I thought I was a big bad guy. I thought I was a bad kid. I thought I was.
And then you found out you was moist and you was soft as damn shitty Pampers. You found out that you was whoopee cushion, baby-ish soft with a soft-ass whoopee cushion nose and a glass jaw. You thought you was big and bad, but you was big and soft. You was Kirby out here. You was Kirby out here in these streets. You was moist towelette. You was moist towelette, soft guy era soft. You was pathetic. You ain't have no hands and you was moist by choice. You found out just how moist you was. You found out just how soft you was. You was you was Charmin soft, boy. You was cupcake soft. You got punched in your mouth and you learned you never want to feel that no more.
This and that until I met other bad guys. See, I met other bad guys too.
So you was a bad guy. I don't know how many of y'all even believe him. I don't know how many of y'all believe him. I met a lot of people. And I don't underestimate nobody. I mean, I think it's possible this man really was Jason Voorhees. That's why he rocked the mask. Listen, it be the ones who get bullied, slapped around, punched around that turn into serial killers. I don't put that past him. People like him, I don't put that past him. You never underestimate nobody. Now, it's possible he could just be making this up to try to give some tough guy persona about himself. He might not have never sliced nobody, but I do believe that punch for some reason. I really believe somebody went upside his head. I really believe somebody dug in his mouth. I really believe somebody really tested his jawline. I do believe that. Because the way he act, he never want to see that again. Do I believe he cut them up afterwards? I don't know. Do I believe he was running around with knobs? Yeah. Did he really cut somebody up afterwards? No, he probably still don't, honestly, y'all, he probably still don't know who punched him because he got hit so damn hard. He probably still don't know. I'm just... Yeah, my thing is, where the hell's the police reports? He said you got to turn the other cheek. So when that boy punched you in your mouth, when he went in your gums, why you ain't call the police? He trying to make y'all think he was just a kid. Nah, hell no. Man, I believe this happened about 20 years ago, man. Oh, Freddie Ringo over there. I believe this wasn't even that long ago. Yeah. He probably started casting spells on him. Summoning demons from the tether realm. I'm telling you, bro. I don't believe nothing this clown talking about. Let's go.
Guys that were badder than me. And the difference between these bad guys is they could have took me out. I remember there's one bad guy that I met up with. We had a situation and I thought I had the upper hand.
So you met up with him because, listen, y'all hear this story right here. Kid Life, thanks for the support, said another one. Enough said, no, we gonna cook. We gonna cook. Listen to what he just said. He met up with him because he thought he had the upper hand. Nigga's a coward. Only reason he met up with him in fair grounds because he thought he can beat him. So this particular dude was smaller. He figured I'm bigger than him. I got the upper hand. Right? Now, Pete, what happened, though? Pete, what happened?
He had a gun. And what's crazy is he...
So wait, hold on. He had a gun. So you pulled a knife out on this guy, but he had a gun. But listen to what he says next.
Could have took me out.
He could have took you out. But more than likely, ladies and gentlemen, it was an FBA. And he had mercy on you. I guarantee it wasn't another Panamanian. It was probably a regular FBA Brooklyn cat. You pulled out a knife. You was feeling froggy. He pulled out the gat, and he had mercy on you. He had your life in the palm of his hands. He had the drop on you. He could have sent you to an early grave, and it would have been self-defense. But you ain't got no mercy for Carmelo? Talk to me. But you ain't got no mercy for foundational Black American men? Talk to me. That man had your life. He could have sung, your soul is mine. He had you like, please spare me. Sir, please spare me. I yield. He could have sent you to the astral realm. He could have sent you to the shadow kingdoms. And that man had mercy on you. That FBA brother had mercy on you.
And he looked at me and he said, you know, so funny. We use that saying till today. Don't bring this to a gunfight.
So you pulled out a knife. He pulled out the gat like, little nigga, what are you doing? You pulled out a knife. He pulled out the gat. He had your life. Your life flashed before your eyes. That FBA brother could have took you out. See, you thought because he was the underdog and he was smaller than you that you can go meet up with him. And you was trying to meet up with him to kill him. Listen, what was you trying to meet up to do? You didn't think he had anything on him. You thought this man was unarmed. So y'all seeing this shocking testimony. He thought, Ringo TV Reactions thought that young man was unarmed and he was going to meet up with him somewhere in a secluded area and do what? Murder him? You didn't think he had anything. You thought you had the upper hand. You thought you had the drop. And that brother could have put you in the dust and he spared your life. Yeah, if he didn't have mercy on you, your YouTube channel would be more dead than it already is. That's crazy work.
Well, I thought he had no weapon. He had a gun.
Yeah, you thought he had no weapon. So like the coward you were and the coward you are, you thought that young man had no weapon. You had a knife. You already got punched in your mouth. You got punched in your mouth, so you one up somebody because you was able to slice them in the face. So you thought you was going to go after somebody else. You're savage. You are a savage. Yeah. That's a damn shame, but you learned the hard way that everybody ain't playing like that. That man upped the burner on you and could have sent you to hell because that's where you were going. You were going to hell that night. Your spirit wasn't taking flight because you met up to do some nefarious things. You wanted to put that man in a grave. You had murder on your mind. You thought he was unarmed. You was going to slice him down to the white meat. But guess what? If he would have pulled that burner out and he put some hot ones in you, you'd be in hell right now. But the FBA had mercy on you. The FBA brother had mercy on you. He could have sent you to the abyss because you would have went to hell because you was out here bloodthirsty. Real vampire of Brooklyn. Come on now. Ringo TV Reactions. It's time to stop with all the false accusations. Move on and leave me alone, sir. Y'all see the banner? Yeah, I would. Somebody said, I wish I could see the interview from the dude who punched him. Listen.
And he could have took me out, and he spared me.
No, you wouldn't have went up. He said he could have took me up. No, you would have went down. You would have went down because you was there to harm that unarmed person because you thought you had the upper hand. You'd have went to hell. You'll be roasting right now if that FBA ain't spare your life.
And he told me, he said, stop trying to act like you a tough guy because you got those knives. He said,
you got random knives.
Got guns now. And that's when I realized the world is changing. Because most Puerto Ricans, Panamanians, anybody that's Spanish speaking always had knives and razors on them.
So he's not FBA. You hear that? For the record, he's not FBA. Maybe he's a tether adjacent. Maybe his father was FBA but abandoned him. Or maybe he don't know who his father is. And I'm going to go with the latter. Maybe he don't know who his father is. His mother, was doing what she was doing. I don't want to get into that, but he did say she had a habit. That's from his words. So, a lot of times when people live in a certain lifestyle, you don't know what becomes of that, right? Unfortunate things can happen, like children out of wedlock. And sometimes the mother don't know who the father is. But the point I'm trying to make is he is being clear that he state claim to being Panamanian. He saying that's part of his culture to carry around knives. But he keep calling our people savages. How could you call the people down in Cincinnati savages for responding to getting slapped with punches and kicks? When you got punched, you resorted to knives. You resorted to knives. How? Yeah, we delineating right now. He's exposed. And all he can do is react. He can't think. He can't let it set in. He just got to react because he's feminine. He couldn't take it no more. He's been watching it over. He's like, I can't take it no more. Yeah. All right, listen to this, y'all. Listen.
They had guns too, but I didn't want to go to jail. You know what I mean? You could still get.
Yeah, he didn't want to go to jail. Listen, you see how he keeps sniffing? And y'all notice that when he said he got punched, the laughing emojis popped up on his screen. Like he had the monitors behind him, y'all. And as soon as he talked about getting punched, because he has it on like an auto loop, the monitors was playing the laughing emojis, bro. I noticed that a couple of times, bro. It's insane, right? It's insane. But yeah, man, he keeps sniffing. Like, why you keep sniffing like that? He just thinking about that punch. Like, listen to him sniffing and snorting and shit. Listen to it.
Guns too, but I didn't want to go to jail. You know what I mean? You could
sniff. Yo, are you on cocaine, sir? Like, what is? Man, it's that punch. He didn't want to go to jail. Why? Because you can't listen. You got to have some hands. He didn't want to go to jail and get his ass whooped. He didn't want to have to lock in with nobody. Because he know he got a big ass mouth. He know he's a gossipy, messy ass, petty ass Negro. And he know if he go to jail, he getting his ass whooped. Expeditiously. He like, I don't want to go there because I can't be chatty patty, messy. Somebody finna really lay hands on me. Yeah, he act like he on that booger sugar, man. What's up with all that sniffing and snorting you be doing in these videos? It's like he be thinking about that punch. Yeah, you too nosy. You don't know when to let go. You got these people online thinking we alternative. Because you won't stop the horrendous lies and accusations. You weird. I got to do these videos to clear my good name because you on here trying to get the feds to raid my home. I got a whole family in here. Why would you try to get somebody locked up with? I got 6 children, bro. Somebody, they come and raid me, and one of my children get hurt, or I end up dying. I end up getting killed in a raid. Who's gonna take care of my children? You don't care about that. I got to get on here and literally clear my name because he's talking about I'm starting a terror cell group. All because he got punched as a kid. I'm not finna do nothing to you. I'm a family man. I'm a family man, fam. Let's go.
Still get arrested for the knife if it was more than 4 inches. I had cops pull up and take my knives from me, but I never got arrested for it, you know?
So you got multiple chances at life. You got pulled over multiple times with knives, and the cops let you go. So there was mercy on you. They was like, oh, they probably pulled you over, and they was like, oh, this little local guy right here, he ain't about none of that. I'm sure it's just a hunting knife. The cops didn't lock you up because you didn't seem like that type, but they didn't know you was a damn maniac. They didn't know that you was a troubled person. So they let you go. You just look goofy to them. They like, this little goofy ass little kid ain't about to do nothing with this knife. I don't even think he was a kid. I think this happened a good part of your adult life. I do. He's probably 18 through 25 doing this. Real goofy ass, because you know you never had a driver's license. You never drove. Ain't like they were pulling you over. Unless they pulled you over on a scooter. You 50 and you still can't drive. You still riding a scooter. We know that you was walking around with the damn knife. They like, yo, he walking through these back alleyways and walking through alleys and cuts and crevices. Yeah, he probably just got the knife for protection. That's why they didn't arrest you. Because just like Carmelo Anthony, you can have a hunter knife on you for protection. You can have a little butterfly knife on you for protection. You goofy. $50, 40 something years old.
I mean, so when I was spared by that dude, I knew God was with me.
No, you were spared because the FBA had mercy on you. That's why you got spared. You got spared because that foundational Black American brother had God with him. He had God with him. God wasn't with you. You had murder on your mind. God wasn't protecting that. That FBA brother that spared your life had God with him. Yeah, somebody said it. Ringo's on the King Saul route. He is. You sold your soul. You sold your soul, Ringo. You need to go repent. But you can't because your soul is gone. Anyway, let's go.
I'm like, this dude could have took me out.
Yeah, he could have took you out.
Me and him was literally going at it. I pull out knives to take him out. He pulled out a gun.
You pull out a knife to do what? Take him out. But you call Carmelo Anthony a sap. Do y'all hear this hypocrite? He not saying how old he was. I guarantee he was older than Carmelo Anthony. I guarantee it. He was older than Carmelo Anthony. He's so damn scared somebody gonna take his damn scooter. Shout out to Clone and Cloaks. Hey, that video you did when you was like, nigga, I want that scooter. Hey, that was hilarious, bro. He was like, yo, niggas want your scooter. He's scared of somebody taking that damn scooter, bro. He's scared somebody gonna ride off with his lawnmower too. Yeah, this man is a walking hypocrite. I don't take this guy serious in a lot of ways, but when you start being irresponsible and dangerous and getting online, making the claims, the egregious claims that you made on me to target my family, we got to go live. It's like these clowns, him and Brain Rot, they just be begging for my attention. They like, we're gonna do whatever to get his attention. We're gonna do illegal stuff on here. We're gonna make up the most egregious, felonious BS online until this man give us attention. I don't want to be y'all's friend. I don't want to be in the Diddy Baby Oil gang, bro. I don't want nothing to do with y'all. Rollo out here allegedly raping women. He got actual accusations from victims on him. And y'all been harboring this dude online. Y'all resurrected his YouTube career. And he got real live testimonies from women online, from a woman online saying he did the unthinkable. And y'all hiding it. And because certain things are coming out, slipping out, certain people are filing reports. Certain people are filing these reports. Y'all want to come after my freedom? I don't have nothing to do with that. I parted ways from Rollo when I seen he was a setup king. I know that. I know his type. That's a creepy type. When I had countless people come to me behind the scenes and said that Rollo was scamming them with proof, with digital evidence that he owes a lot of people money and he was scheming and scamming people. That's who y'all decide to protect. And the truth gonna come out. The truth gonna come out about what he did. And I know what he did. It's only a matter of time before y'all's whole little network is destroyed. Why? Because y'all won't leave people alone. Y'all keep harassing people. Y'all keep some drama going on. Rollo is a damn nut job. And then you have Brain Rot over there charging a young lady $50 to $100 just to pray for her, and then broke all their confidential agreements and was putting her business out there, and also going along with Rollo making up false rumors about this woman as if she ain't been through enough. A disabled woman who's dealing with terminal illness. Oh, y'all gonna pay. And anybody who tried to warn this guy what's going on with his group in his circle, he blocks them. Y'all gonna pay for the evil y'all done. That woman couldn't get no rest because you had brainwaves online still lying on that woman. Y'all are sick. Y'all are sick. And once everything is settled and the smoke clears, y'all gonna pay for what y'all done to people. Y'all gonna pay for what y'all done to people on the internet. Y'all going to pay. And I'm saying, dude, listen, let me be clear about this, because these people are so scared. They're going to pay because the Most High is going to judge the situation. The Most High is going to make sure everybody do what they're supposed to do to bring the truth to the light. The Most High is going to do that. He's going to put the spirit on people to really speak out. I don't have to do nothing. I haven't done nothing but sit back and watch what's transpiring. I haven't have to done nothing. But when you start coming after me because y'all little house of cards is falling, and you try to make me a scapegoat and try to get me killed and assassinated through proxy, I'm going to stand up against evil and I'm going to speak out. And there's real accusations on that individual. On a disabled woman who he was taking money from. There's a real testimony out here. And this coward right here who's scared was out here chasing people around with knives and being homicidal. This is a possible homicidal maniac right here. He said that he pulled that knife on an unarmed man. He pulled a knife on an unarmed man to take him out. Who does that? He met up with this man, this unsuspected man, met up with him thinking that he didn't have no protection on him to take him out. You're a savage animal who preys on the weak, but you're not dealing with the weak right now. You're going against somebody very strong, sir. And the power of the Most High compels me. Y'all going to pay. The Most High is going to make sure of that for all the evil that y'all been doing. Listen to this coward. Listen to this coward speak. Listen to him. This is a coward, an emasculated man.
And that's when I knew this knife wasn't going to do it no more. You can't bring a knife. You can have a knife on you, but if somebody got a gun, they got the upper hand. At that point, I'm like, bro, you got it.
Yeah, because you thought he was unarmed, but you want to go in on Carmelo Anthony, a young man who had a bright, promising future. You didn't want to see Carmelo have a second chance at life, even though somebody gave your rotten ass a second chance at life. FBA gave you a second chance to breathe and live. He spared you, but you don't believe Carmelo deserves a second chance at life, and you don't even have all the details because you're a racist towards your own people. And that ain't your people. You're Panamanian. So you really embody being a tether. And it's not for all Panamanians. It's not for all people from the islands or anything like that. But this right here is the archetype of a tether. This is the archetype of a tether. I'm the first one online to call this individual a tether. The first one. When Carmelo Anthony defended himself, because I believe it was self-defense, and I'm going to stick to it until we proven otherwise. He was the first one on here. That nigga's guilty. He turned right to Uncle Ruckus. He can read, write, and do arithmetic, but he out here stabbing people. They're savages. Savage animals stabbing people. Isn't that ironic? The irony of that. I'm going to call yourself black male advice. No, put it Panamanian male advice. You are a hypocrite. You are the worst, fakest kind of hypocrite that the world has produced on social media. You are the worst. You are the definition of a grifter. You're going to grift whatever way you can go. Yeah, lock that nigga up. Do you know this man had the nerve to say, y'all ain't going to believe this. He had the nerve to say that Carmelo Anthony is going to get raped in jail. That's what he said. He was sitting there fantasizing, talking about not only is he going to do time, but you know, they going to deal with him in the pen. Like that's where his mind went. He said this. That's where his mind went. That's how deep and vile the hatred is for our people. He's vile. And no matter how much I show it, you still going to have that 200 people who want to go over there and see that. No, listen, you have to turn your ears from that. You can't be trying to take no scriptures coming from that. Listen, he's not in the Bible. Somebody asked him a biblical question one time. He said, "Are you slow?" He said, "Those men in that book are dead." That's what he said. He said, "You know, we living in the here and now. Those are just pages in the book." He said that. Shout out to Born Row, because Born Row, he did a stream on it. It was a phenomenal stream. And he broke down, he brought the scriptures and everything. It was a great stream. So shout out to Born Row. Y'all check that out. I think he did it about 4 days ago. You're not subscribed, go check out the young brother. He really, really rebuked them in that stream. Yeah, lock that nigga up. He's guilty. He's athletic, handsome, can read, right? He got straight A's. He's a threat to white supremacy. And the nigga know how to wield a knife. Lock him up. That was Ringbo. That was Ringbo. But we come to find out his ass is Michael Myers out here in these streets. Come to find out he's real live Edward Scissorhands out here in these streets. Come to find out this little demented fool right here out here acting like what is that damn man name? He out here acting like Sling Blade. That's who it is. Y'all know about Sling Blade. That's an old school. You gonna eat them taters. He out here acting like Sling Blade. Yeah, they hate when you can read, write, and do arithmetic. You become a threat. You become a threat to middle America. Somebody said Uncle Ruckus, one of the greatest living actors in Black history. Yeah, and let me share it. Look, I'm sharing, putting on for the brothers, man. Born Row. He did a stream called Contention Creators Ringo TV Reaction Seamlessly Discourages Viewers from Reading the Bible. But for whatever reason, why this man always going in the Bible when he's so-called weaponized, when he's so-called debunking or rebuking someone? When the last time you did a video going into scriptures to build somebody up? And if what's his name? Clone and Cloak's in here too. He did a video too the other day. I think it was yesterday. Clone and Cloak's did a video about Ringo's video on me about the scripture, the Luke 22 and 36 scripture about the knife. I mean, sell your cloak to buy a sword. He did a real breakdown of the scripture because he butchered it. He butchered the scriptures, annihilated them. He said, look, I got a revelation, y'all. It was a miracle. Christ really made the swords appear. It's like, shut up. But the disciples said, behold, here's 2 swords. Christ didn't say, behold, here's 2 swords. The disciples said it. Meaning Christ was saying, look, y'all gonna have to sell some stuff to go buy y'all some weapons for self-defense. And they was like, look, I'm glad you never asked. Here's 2 of them. Here's 2 of them. They used the word behold because that's how they talked. Yeah, there go Clone and Cloak's video. It says, I just destroyed Ringo TV reactions for dissing Nubreed Global Truth. Shout out to him too. And shout out to Barbara Ronson, because I'm going to shout out the real ones. Shout out to Barbara Ronson for doing what? He brought some light to the matter, and he made a video about all the lies that he's telling on me and how I'm over here defending myself and how dangerous those lies can be. So shout out to Barbara Ronson too.
And he could have took me out and he didn't.
Yeah, he spared your life. He spared your tether life.
He didn't. What he gave me was a word. He told me, literally, this, you think you a tough guy because you got those knives. We use guns now.
Yeah, you thought you was a tough guy because you got those knives, because you damn sure didn't have hands. You had to go to the knives real quick. You skipped a step. I'm saying you skipped a step, sir. It has to be done in this order. First, you learn how to use these. Then you learn how to use these. Then you learn how to use these. But your father wasn't there to teach you that. You didn't have no positive male role model to teach you that. Just your Panamanian mama gave you a dagger to go sacrifice somebody with. Yeah, and let's go, but there go Barbara Rossin video. Barbara Rossin live, shout out to him. He made material on this. This is my analysis on Ringo TV reactions, harassing and telling lies on young brother Nubreed. Shout out to him. I respect my elders. And Barbara Rossin has some very good coverage on this channel. Yes, sir. Respect, utmost respect to you, elder. Utmost respect to the elder. An elder whom Ringo TV tried to weaponize his audience to go against. Tried to bully the elder. Told his audience to go over there and raise hell against a man who should be revered and respected for his wisdom, knowledge, and stature. But instead, this buffoon over here sending trolls his way to go harass an elder. That's the type of things this clown do on social media. And these are facts.
You better chill, shorty. That's what he told me.
Yeah, he trying to act like he was just a little kid, like he was just a little snot nose. Man, you was about 20 years old. He was about, I'm guessing. I'm alleging that he was 20 years old. He trying to act like he was 8 or 9 or something. Look short, little shorty, you need to chill. Nah, you met up with somebody, you was about 18, 19. You was at least 25. I ain't trying to hear none of that. You was a grown-ass man trying to go sacrifice somebody with a dagger. You was trying to do a Panamanian ritual on somebody. You was trying to go do a damn sacrifice. He probably had his pentagram. He probably had some chalk to draw his pentagram and everything. He was going to go, he was going to get him at knife point, get him down and literally summon the power from the tether realm. He was literally going to sacrifice. He was going to be a blood sacrifice ritual. You thought because he was smaller than you and you had to drop on him, you was about to do some damn Mortal Kombat 11 shit on somebody. You a punk. That's not real at all. Now you want to get on the internet and be calling us racist. Man, shut up. Nobody respect that. Yeah, he was gonna get his Jason Voorhees mask. Why y'all think he bought that mask the other day? I mean, why he had the boy was wearing the mask last year? My bad. Y'all remember he kept wearing a Jason mask with the red glowing eyes? He was wearing the mask. He probably just butchered some damn body. Damn Leatherface. He over here doing arts and crafts on people. If he's so forgiving for running around slicing and dicing people, why you run around with a damn serial killer mask on in your videos? You don't think that's weird? But then you want to try to preach the Bible? Yeah. Yeah, y'all don't think that's, yeah, he think he Baraka out here. Baraka wins. He said the blades come out. He Baraka. Yeah, nobody in his audience want to hold him accountable for the nasty ass things that come out of his mouth. Y'all remember the situation with Cassie? Remember how her hoes felt. Think about how her hoes look. You a weirdo. You literally are a psychopath. And I just want you to leave me alone. Y'all see the screen? RingoTV reactions. It's time to stop with false accusations. Move on and leave me alone. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, if this man stops with the false accusations, I will not make any content on him. If this man just cuts out the lies that can cost me my life, y'all will not hear me making no videos on this person at all. He can even react to my material. He can react to it. You can criticize. You can look at the biblical scriptures and try to debunk and decipher. But when you get to telling people online, I'm trying to build a terror cell group, and I'm a legal, and I carry illegal firearms, and that I'm a convicted felon, sir, I have to defend myself. I'm not going to let you get away with that. All I'm saying is leave me alone. Do content the regular way. When you get to crossing lines like this, you got to get put back in your place. You constantly harass me on the internet. And I constantly, every quarter or so, got to take a little break off my regular scheduled material when I'm enlightening people, teaching people, entertaining people, and giving people edification, not bothering nobody. I got to come back and double back and deal with this. See, unlike you, I'm good enough to make my material without having to be latched on to another person. You have no content. If you're not beefing with another individual, you have nothing. You lose every time. You're self-destructing. Why? Because you're going against someone who's not a false prophet. My life goal and my life mission is to destroy false prophets. You got the wrong one. I'm not Creflo Dollar, man. We are cut from two different cloths. It's a bad look. You seem extremely obsessed. All I want to do is be left alone. That's it. All you do is gossip. Brainwaves. I'm warning you. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Because I'm going to tell y'all like this. The law is going to get involved. Y'all done too much damage already. It's best that you spare your losses now and fall back. Go be YouTubers. Or it's not going to end well for you, because I'm protected by the Most High. And look, we're going to stand up against evil all the time, man. We went in for what, 3 hours straight? And it seems seamless. Some of y'all was in here the whole stream. You know why? Because the spirit was moving, because truth and edification was coming out. I'm going to tell you, man, leave me alone, bro. And all will be fine. Anyway, I was looking for my my art for the background, but listen, if y'all learn something in this particular stream, make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. Hold up, it's like a few seconds of that video left. Yeah, that's what I was looking for right there. Yeah, so for the record, this is the fakest YouTuber. This YouTuber is the fakest in history. The fakest in history. Fake. Nothing real about this guy. He has no loyalty to anyone. He has no decorum about himself. He has no morality, and he has absolutely no integrity. And that's that. Look, I'm done. Everything that he said about me is lies. I'm not a convicted felon. For the record, let's ramp this up. I'm not a convicted felon. I do not own illegal firearms. I am not trying to build a terror cell group. And I am not a black extremist that's trying to recruit people on my channel to attack people in the streets or harm white people in any way. All of that is a lie. It's a lie because he has some type of personal vendetta against me. And these kind of lies, listen, these kind of lies cannot go unchecked. Stop defaming. Stop the defamation. Anyway, y'all be blessed out here. One love to y'all. If y'all enjoyed the show, man, let me know, man. Y'all be blessed. Peace.